7 in the morning to you. It has been freezing here for the past, I'm going to say 3 days where the temperature has not reached beyond 32 degrees. So it's been quite, as you can imagine, real freaking cold here. So me, of course, some quick story. Me, of course, I turned around, got hot in here last night. So I said, yo, let me turn the heat off for a minute. I lay down, go to sleep, accidentally edited a video, I swear to God to you. And I wake up and it's like freaking ice sculpture in this fucker, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. We'll start with the Diddy updates. I know that's where y'all like to go at first. And so let me oblige you. Once again, give me a second here to get kicked into motion. I'm having my coffee, so, I'm waking up here. There has been word on the street the media takeout has released or is planning to release an audio that was taken within the courthouse. And I said, oh, is that so? You took some media within the federal courthouse, did you know? Hmm. Interesting. I remember the last time, now pay attention to me when I tell you this. I remember the last time that I was covering the last hearing. I remember there was a particular young woman who was quite attractive, by the way. She's quite attractive, nuttier than squirrel, but attractive young lady nevertheless. She was covering the trial simultaneously as I was. The only difference was I was in person and she wasn't. She claimed it was from a tweeter that was within inside the courtroom, which I didn't know they had put special information and let people tweet. Usually they don't even allow this. How do I know this? I am one of the few, if only, people that sat in the courtroom next to Jonathan Majors security, in front of Megan Good, and in front of Jonathan Majors, which in that trial, I watched, this was on the first day, I watched as a woman that was sitting down in the press area with us, filmed within the courthouse with her very large DSLR camera. And the judge saw it as the doors opened. The judge saw it and called her in and pulled her in the courtroom. Anyone that was there, the only people that were there are going to know that story. I know it because I was there. And so what I'm going to do too, I'm going to re-upload some of this stuff too. I plan on doing that anyway. So I said, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to re-upload some of these clips because I know some of y'all be like, oh, no, 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 no. No, no, I'm telling the truth. I don't lie. I come from an era. I started at Bad Boy Entertainment in 2001 and 2001. If it's your first time here with me, my name is Davin Lewis, formerly at Bad Boy Entertainment for over 17 years. So when I came into the game, I came up under people that were, and I came up in the era that was earnest. You had to tell the truth about things. If you didn't tell the truth about things, people would question you. People would ask, your credibility would be shoddy, and you couldn't move really forward after that. And if you chose to, take that route, then you were considered an outcast by most of us. So, with that being said, let me continue here. I also remember a couple of different personalities claiming YouTube personalities, including two that I saw myself down at the courthouse, including three in particular large podcasters that I saw. And I said, oh, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to copy me now, or they trying to, or maybe they see my video, or maybe two or three other content creators that respectfully should be in that space. And I said to myself, I said, well, you know what? Now I got to take the bull by the horns early. So I made a sequence, and I can admit to you, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Call it what you want. You know what I mean? With all these interviews and everything that everybody else is doing, you gotta take care of family. Yeah, I'm a very loyal person. I'm a Taurus, don't you know? And so I started off. I think it was Wednesday, and then I followed through when I got a reply this morning. And I said, oh, by the way, and they gonna, they said, oh, really? I said, yeah. And see, this is from over 2.5 years of having experience in dealing with certain particular people that people don't know. And so, trust me when I tell you, if you've been a frequent to my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain it. For newcomers to my channel, I have to explain it. But for me, I don't have to explain that. So I made sure that I put some provisions in there, and I want to thank Media Takeout for bringing this all to because I actually first heard this on Thursday, so it was amazing that I got to go back on Friday this morning, and somebody said to me, "Yo, you were right." I said, "I told you this." I said, "Sooner or later, it's going to be one of them, at least one of them. One of them's going to fuck up, and one of them's going to do something." I said, "That's all you got to worry about. They're too thirsty." Why? Because they want to see this man taken under. Why? Not because he necessarily did anything bad or he didn't do anything bad. It's more prone on the fact that he's a man and he's a man of color. And I said, this may not go for the prosecutors. This may not go for the cops. This may not go for the investigators. This may not even go for the judge. But in the populace of what you would call in a regular society for the normals. You know, that's the best way I could put it. For the normal people, this is a chance for them to be like, you know what, we took down somebody powerful. And he looked just like us. And really, what it's reinstating unconsciously for most of them don't know is this very point right here. You're saying to society, even though you were nigga in the bed, even though you were in the bed, you're still a nigga. It was some triculation of Kanye said about that. Even though you were in a bench, you're still a nigga in the Benz. That's what they're trying to say to you. So we actually have minority population trying to reinstate and surface what was formerly known as white supremacy. Oh boy, Malcolm talked about this. Malcolm talked about this. Elijah Muhammad talked about this too. They both talked about it. They said this time would come. And being that them and the noble Drew Ali and James Baldwin and a lot of other people, been people that I've studied since I was a wee fucking kid here. This is the truth. You even hear Puff, ironically enough, quote James Baldwin many of times, if you really dig into it. He's quoted James Baldwin many of times. Remarkable man in his architecture of argument. as sweet as he may have been. Some people gonna get it, some people ain't. I'm not worried about the people that don't get it. I'm worried about the people that do a bunch of things here. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. I like the move you made, Huggy. Learning the game now. She learning the game. Shout out to Huggy Pampers. Yeah, Huggy. I ain't going. I saw all that. I ain't going. I ain't gonna respond like that. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna respond like that. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Drip, drip. Even though there's some truths in that conversation, I'm talking to Jaguar Wright real quick, just real quick on the step. Even though there are some truths in that conversation, it investigating that conversation further doesn't lead to much. You understand what I'm saying? But allowing parties that shouldn't be in the conversation in the first place a further engagement, if you understand what I'm talking about, Philly. So yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, Fuck them niggas. Them niggas desperate. This is the time. See, when you Huggy Pampers only be the first I'm gonna get. They're gonna get me like this. See, you can keep going on in society for 10, 15, 20 years, and you never had a name, and you never a nobody, and nobody really significant. You never really made any actual contacts, plugs, people that respect you within higher fields of life. They could really honestly and truthfully make a difference, right? You spent your whole 10 or 15 years, in some of your cases, maybe as little as 5 years here on the internet, trying to persuade people that have been around us, because I've been around the music industry starting back in 2000. I didn't stop until 2016 on to 2017. So it's only been a couple of years, under 10 years. And the funny thing is I'm still involved. I'm still around everybody. I still talk to everybody on a daily day basis. And so many people, they don't think this. I talk to big people like huge people that were below your fucking line. You'd be like, what? Some of these people have been in my chat room and literally left comments, and people it'll just go over their head. It's funny to me, and I'm not making things up. I don't get into making things up. It's just a reality. And so when I saw one person defending me, and one person come to realization, yo, I might have done somebody wrong, and another person come to realization, hey, I might have been wrong the whole time, you know. And I said to myself, I said, you know what, this is a moment of clarity because I could take it two ways. I could be like, boom, I can jump on the internet and be like, yo, I'm gonna respond to Huggy now. You know what I mean? I could do that. Or I could just be chill, you know what I'm saying, and let it be what it be. And I let Huggy handle that, you know. But Huggy, I will say this: there's a couple things you need to clean up. You know, there's a video floating on your man, Storm and Rose channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that nigga, but I'm gonna save him for last. Some niggas think cause ain't nothing happened yet. Oh, no, I'm gonna save you for last. It was a diatribe that I brought up before about that motherfucker, where he had a bitch on his channel promoting eugenist ideals, talking about you should exclusively consider aborting black male babies. And ever since I heard that dialogue, I've always had a problem with that shit. You know what I mean? Like in real life, I feel like, you know, like, son, you wouldn't do that around in the projects nowhere. You wouldn't do that in front of 20 black men. You understand what I'm saying? So all that I'm sitting by myself punk faking shit. I don't be riding with that shit, nigga. Like, be quite honest, like if you would have did that shit in Brooklyn or Bronx and had that same conversation with that bitch, you and her would have been done up. Like I'm just keeping it real with you. Like you couldn't have had that conversation on Fordham Ave. You couldn't have had that conversation on Intervale. You couldn't have had that conversation on 125th that you had with that chick. You understand what I'm saying? You couldn't have had that conversation you had with that chick about eugenics or specifically and exclusively black male babies in Brooklyn and Queens or whatever. Niggas would have jumped on you. So I feel like if you even float through the motherfucking corridors of New York City, niggas need to be alert that nigga, this is a conversation you had. You shouldn't even be allowed around us, nigga. See, when I get up here and I say shit like, you know what, black males don't donate to me or something like that. That's light work because it's the truth. It is what it is. Or I say, yo, black females don't really, you know what I'm saying, pivot my channel like that. That's real shit. But I'm not telling anybody, yo, go hate them. I'm not telling anybody. Do you ever hear me say encourage you go attack them? Go abort the women's babies if you get one of them pregnant. I mean, you never heard me talk like that. I never will. I never will. I could say who I want to procreate with, but that doesn't mean that I want the dynasty of other people to be eradicated. That's a very different extreme. See what I'm saying? I'm very, very adamant with my motherfucking words. I know what I'm talking about. When I say some shit, I mean I'm a Taurus. I say it, I mean it. I'm there, fuck you. I don't care how you feel, how you get up tomorrow morning. Matters no fuck to me. But what does matter to me is when we get these force pimping motherfuckers within the cultures that for some reason or another they want to resonate in the voice and the octaves of people from the past but don't have the same ideology as some same people that they're quoting, them same people that they're trying to mimic in their hearts. And I don't like shit like that. I don't like that. Son said the Diddy is a Project 2025 distraction. Now, I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more to it than that. I think he's in there for a reason. I can't tell y'all that reason right now. I'll tell you it another time. If I tell y'all right now, and I'm unfinancially funded, I'm risk um a lot of I'll leave it there. Yeah, I'm not willing to make that risk. You see, the crowd doesn't support me. And so I can't make risk for a crowd that doesn't support me. After that, it's just symbolism. I'm not here for symbolism. A lot of you are involved in symbolism. A lot of y'all put your faith in symbolism more than you do in reality, to be quite honest with you. Symbolism is a drug too. Symbolism makes a lot of people falsely proud. Symbolism calms a lot of nerves. Symbolism has been used time after time after time after again to award people for things. Like, for example, you could work at a company for 50 years, and at the end of it, they give you a plaque and a watch for your 50 years of service, right? And to your partition, you get to go back to your friends and say, well, I worked for this company for 35, 45, 50 years, and here's a symbolism behind it. They gave me a watch and a plaque. Well, if you only got a watch and a plaque, how much do you think in remembrance you're going to be after another 75 fucking years? Nobody's going to care. He was one loyal fucking employee. And I'm not just a loyal employee. Your life, your choice. I don't know. I don't live life like that. I'd rather rob a fucking bank than fucking go out like that. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. That's just me. You know. When you're somebody like that Storm and Roll guy, I put factors on the table. Y'all done heard me in public, and I talk exactly the fuck the way I feel. I don't hold back from anybody. I don't look around and say, oh my God, is there anybody? Matter of fact, I go right into the fucking steel of things. And I'm telling you, a storm and roll, when I come into the boroughs, and I challenge you, if you real, come to Castle Hill. I'll set it up for you. Come to Riverport Towers. I'll set it up for you. Come to Soundview. I'll set it up for you. And you and that broad can sit right in the fucking courtyard and y'all have y'all conversation on what y'all think about it. What most people would consider eugenics, specifically on black male babies. I want you to tell a crowd of black men that are real niggas, not niggas that are sweet niggas, not niggas that are soft niggas. I want you to come in the crowd. Matter of fact, I put you in Edinburgh. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? We can take you to Queensbridge. You want to do it in Marcy? You want to do it in Sumner? Where you want to do it at? You and that bitch can sit in the courtyard live on motherfucking YouTube like you want to. And let's see how long you sit there and say that shit. Matter of fact, we can go out to your area if you want to. Let's go to your local project. Nah, because niggas got to start realizing something. A lot of these hoe ass niggas, they say shit. This is why I'm always outside. A lot of these hoe ass niggas, the shit that they say, they only say it on fucking line. They won't say that shit offline. The shit they talking about, they get busy. They don't get busy. You understand what I'm saying? It's all a front. You understand what I'm saying? Like that nigga right there, like a key, and all that shit. You wash, nigga. You wash, nigga. I dare you come to New York. And that's what I want to talk about real quick before I circle back on this Diddy shit real quick. Let me talk to New York real quick. Let's go for all gang, hang, and this black niggas, period. We're in a dilemma. We are in a dilemma. And I want to talk to y'all real quick because some of y'all want to call me OG. I say young OG. OG to me is 65 years and older. You understand what I'm saying? There's pointers I can give you, but I'm growing up still myself. I'm in my 40s. But seen a lot of shit. And let me tell y'all something. As they've always strategized on us here in the Northeast, they're going to continue to strategize on us in the Northeast. And we've seen it through the music part when the South took over the hip hop industry, basically, and took it from under our reins and everything else. And I applaud them for that. It was great music, great periods. Some of them songs are instrumental in my life to this day. That's not the point about the music. We got some sucker niggas that are out here that are making claims and trying to make threats and acting like they can infiltrate New York very seriously and easily. Now I'm extracting from the conversation real niggas. I'm not talking about y'all. It's a couple real niggas that came from Florida. A couple real niggas came from North Carolina. A couple real niggas came from DC, Virginia, Ohio, Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to King Richard. I like that nigga. Chicago. He be all through the Bronx and BK. He's welcomed here. But there be certain types of sucker shit be going on, and niggas act like they go infiltrate motherfucking the town and flood it how they want to flood it because we some suckers up here. And I want to assure you we're not. We're not. No. You're making a very big mistake. See, all that shit you heard 10 or 15, 20 years ago we went into, we still into that shit up here, don't you know? And it just came to me in a conversation the other day. My homie said, yo, you one of the stone ones that was here. I said, you got a point there. So I guess I got to take it on my behest and start leading you fuckers a little bit, huh? Because that's what the quote unquote OGs would have did for me. So you fuckers listen here. If you're in the New York City tri-state, this is New York, Connecticut, Jersey. We got certain motherfuckers that want to come into our town and they want to wreak some havoc, as they say. They want to threaten people from our city. And I don't think we should take that so lightly. Being the fact that us as New York tri-state representatives don't do the same. You'll never hear me threaten somebody from Florida. Hell, I was talking about Freddie P, and I talked about Freddie P in a loving way. He ain't like the way I was talking about it. Nigga, I'm not a kid. But trust me, what I said to you was in your best intentions. Not a threat, but in your best intentions. Even if you think that way, nigga, you don't get on a fucking camera and say that. You say you've been around Haitians? On compris, huh? Ça va? Understand this. Sometimes niggas could say something to you, and then 10 years later, you'd be like, oh, that nigga was trying to, yeah, nigga. Don't get on camera talking that shit. You talk that shit, you want to talk to him in person. Don't get nobody's fucking camera, and it makes you look soft. And I know you're not a soft nigga, but don't get on there talking that shit. That shit makes you look soft. Then you read the comments, huh? And to a couple other people that are coming home. Don't get too caught up with these podcasters doing interviews with them. You'll think it's leading to money, but what it really leads to is it leads to them to a certain point waiting to disrespect you. And what they'll do is they'll lure you in, and this one will interview you, this one will interview you, this one will interview you, and then they'll wait till a moment. And then they'll say, you don't believe me, huh? Listen to me. I'm going to show you in a minute. Just stay with me if you're here. What they'll do is they'll interview this one, they interview this one, they interview. It's always the same outlets. And they're all, I've watched them for 2 years, 3 years now. It took me a minute to catch it, but I caught it. And so the same outlets, the usual suspects, they'll interview you. And they'll interview you again. And then they'll pass you on to this one, pass you on. It's a pimp system. And so, and it's becoming a lot more like the hip hop industry, which I'm also in wide on that too. You know, sometimes the people that claim they're oppressed take on the motherfucking attributes of the oppressor. Anyway, which they've done here on YouTube as of lately. You know what? Fuck all the talking. Let's get to this. And then you understand what I mean. Now, this ain't a diss. Or as Jay-Z would say, this ain't a diss song. This is a real song.
About the things that he's been saying about Busta Rhymes, and he exposes him for lying. It is interesting. I'm gonna let y'all get to it. Shout out to Wack 100. Shout out to the exposers. This is Getty Radio. Let's go.
Y'all make sure y'all pay attention.
Bring him up, bro. He got to tell me, because I'm going to call. I know everybody. I ain't never seen the nigga, bro.
He right there. He on stage now.
Yo, bro, who you work with, bro? Like, because you hollering the Busta Rhymes shit, and that's my family. I know this nigga, and I know his Point Man. His Point Man is a very well-known nigga. I called a homie. I said, pop your name. He didn't know who this. Like, I don't know who was that.
So what's the question y'all asking me right now?
Who you working with, bro? Because you say a lot of names. So who you working with? Like, who you work with, bro?
I am currently with Iman Chauffeur.
No, prior to. We talking about this urban, the pop rock. The niggas, because you be saying a lot of stories.
Basketball players.
Them too. We talking about the rappers you be saying this shit about. Who these niggas, because I'm going to call them direct. I know everybody. My homie right here, PK, know everybody.
Right. So, I never worked for Busta Rhymes.
You said that though, nigga. You disrespected the homie. Bro, nigga, you said you saw Busta Rhymes doing some funny shit. Now, nigga, that's a brother to me, bro.
Who am I talking to right now?
You talking to Wack, nigga.
Your talent.
I'm gonna keep playing this. Shout out to Getty Radio Show. Somebody sent me this, and I'm just playing it. Let's continue.
Busta Rhymes was doing some funny shit on your watch. You said it, bro. So don't come on here now talking about you never worked with him, homie. You disrespected that nigga brother to me, and that ain't cool. That nigga got kids, bro. Why would you do that, bro?
I was with Don Benjamin that night, and I said what I said, and I stand for what I said. I saw
You was with who?
Don Benjamin, a model nigga, light skin with the green eyes.
Bro, what rappers you work with, bro? Cause you been claiming you been around all these rappers and you seen all this shit, bro. You already done got caught lying, cause on Cam Capone you talking, you was with Busta and all this shit. So what rappers you work with, bro? Cause I'm gonna call the niggas direct.
I don't argue and raise my voice with men first and foremost.
What rappers have you worked with?
A lot.
Give us some names.
No, let's just talk about who you want to talk about right now first.
No, nigga. I want to talk about these people you've been slandering their name and lying on. Because don't nobody know you, bro. I've been calling everybody Camp. They don't know you, bro.
Who don't know me?
None of these rappers know you. I just sent your picture out. All the security teams, niggas I've been fucking with 20 plus years, and I'm a problem for niggas security. I come from the bullshit before doing the business. I know these niggas, bro. So what rappers you work with, bro?
Who do you know me for doing?
What rappers have you worked with? Who?
I've been on tour with Rocky Fresh and the MMG guys.
You been on tour with who?
You know who Rocky Fresh is?
No, hey, look, see, you playing, homie. You be talking about mainstream rappers. Don't come blaming some niggas from North Dakota, nigga.
Stop pointing stuff out, bro.
Come on, bro. See, you on some bullshit, bro. Now you naming. You be up there talking about mainstream niggas, bro. We want them.
Have you?
These North Dakota niggas, bro. Don't tell me you work for Flacco, nigga.
I work for Flacco.
Bro, that's what you finna say next. I want to hear these mainstream dudes you be up there at Cam Capone talking about ain't nobody gonna question me. Nigga, I'm questioning you because you mentioned the wrong nigga that's family to me, and my mans and them don't know you, bro.
Did you watch the interview, my nigga?
Hey, bro, listen.
Answer the question.
So, well, let me ask you something. Because I'm gonna let you know. This is bigger than Cam Capone. It done got serious. You telling me right now, my brother Busta Rhymes is gay? I want you to tell me that, and we gonna deal with this, bro. You have what you saying, homie?
Deal with it how? What's your number?
Oh, nigga, hey, listen, I'm asking you a question. Are you telling me my brother is... It's a simple question. Yes or no, and I'm gonna make sure you stand on it in real life. Are you telling me Busta Rhymes is...
Lou, didn't you put me on the phone?
Yes or no? Are you saying Busta Rhymes is... Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you saying that? I want to hear you say that, bro, and we gonna make you stand on that, for real.
So tell me where you want me to come stand at, and I'll come stand there right
I want you to just say it. All you gotta do is say it.
Where are you at?
Say it.
Where is you at?
I want you to say it now.
Let's link up in person. And we can...
Hey, bro, we can do that too, but I want to hear you say it.
I seen him. What is it? You still
right here, bro.
Did you watch the interview?
Bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is... That's a brother to me. I know his children, my nigga. I know his children. This ain't no troll shit. Hey, look, bro, I'm asking you a question.
I don't troll. I don't do no trolling.
Bro, I want to hear you say it. Say it. I want to hear you. Say it. Hey, bro, I promise you we're going to deal with you. I promise you. Just say it. Are you saying, bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is saying? I want to hear you say that.
Did you watch the interview?
Yo, R&B, get this off my stage.
This bad work, CC. This real bad.
You telling me right now, my brother Busta Rhymes is gay? I want you to tell me that, and we gonna deal with this, bro. You have what you saying, homie?
Deal with it how? What's your number?
Oh, nigga, hey, listen, I'm asking you a question. Are you telling me my brother's... Hey, this is a simple question. Yes or no, and I'm gonna make sure you stand on it in real life. Are you telling me Busta Rhymes is...
Lou, didn't you put me on the phone?
Yes or no? Are you saying Busta Rhymes is... Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you saying that? I want to hear you say that, bro, and we gonna make you stand on that for real.
So tell me where you want me to come stand at, and I'll come stand there right.
I want you to just say it. All you gotta do is say it.
Where are you at?
Say it.
Where is you at?
I want you to say it now.
Let's link up in person.
Hey, bro, we can do that too, but I want to hear you say it.
I seen him. Where you at? You still on?
Right here, bro.
Did you watch the interview?
Bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is... That's a brother to me. I know his children, my nigga. I know his children. This ain't no troll shit. Hey, look, bro, I'm asking you a question.
I don't troll. I don't do no trolling.
Bro, I want to hear you say it. Say it. I want to hear you say it. Just say it. Hey, bro, I promise you we're going to deal with you. I promise you. Just say it. Are you saying, bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is saying? I want to hear you say that.
Did you watch the interview?
Yo, R&B, get this off my stage.
This bad work.
We want them.
Have you?
These North Dakota niggas, bro. Shit, before doing...
Who you want to talk about right now first?
No, nigga. I want to talk about these people you've been slandering their name and lying on. Because don't nobody know you, bro. I've been calling everybody camp. They don't know you, bro.
Who don't know me?
None of these rappers know you. I done sent your picture out. All the security teams, niggas I've been fucking with 20 plus years, and I'm a problem for niggas security. I come from the bullshit before doing the business. I know these niggas, bro. So, what rappers you work with, bro?
Who do you know me for doing?
What rappers have you worked with? Who?
I've been on tour with Rocky Fresh and the MMG guys.
You been on tour with who?
You know who Rocky Fresh is?
No, hey, look, see, you playing, homie. You be talking about mainstream rappers. Don't come blaming some niggas from North Dakota, nigga.
That pointing stuff out, bro.
Come on, bro. See, you on some bullshit, bro. Now you naming... You be up there talking about mainstream niggas, bro. We want them. These North Dakota niggas, bro. Don't tell me you work for Flacco, nigga.
I work for Flacco.
Bro, that's what you finna say next. I want to hear these mainstream dudes you be up there at Camp Capone talking about ain't nobody gonna question me. Nigga, I'm questioning you because you mentioned the wrong nigga that's family to me, and my mans and them don't know you, bro.
Did you watch the interview, my nigga?
Hey, bro, listen.
Answer the question.
So, well, let me ask you something. Because I'm gonna let you know. This is bigger than Cam Capone. This thing got serious. You telling me right now, my brother Busta Rhymes is gay? I want you to tell me that, and we gonna deal with this, bro. You have what you saying, homie?
Deal with it how? What's your number?
Oh, nigga, hey, listen, I'm asking you a question. Are you telling me my brother is... Hey, this is a simple question. Yes or no, and I'm gonna make sure you stand on it in real life. Are you telling me Busta Rhymes is...
Lou, didn't you put me on the phone?
Yes or no? Are you saying Busta Rhymes is... Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you saying that? I want to hear you say that, bro, and we gonna make you stand on that for real.
So tell me where you want me to come stand at, and I'll come stand there right.
I want you to just say it. All you gotta do is say it.
Where are you at?
Say it.
Where is you at?
I want you to say it now.
Let's link up in person. And
Hey, bro, we can do that too. But I want to hear you say it.
I seen him. What yeah? You still on?
Right here, bro.
Did you watch the interview?
Bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is that's a brother to me? I know his children, my nigga. I know his children. This ain't no troll shit. Hey, look, bro, I'm asking you a question.
I don't troll. I don't do no trolling.
Bro, I want to hear you say it. Say it. I want to hear you say it. Just say it. Hey, bro, I promise you we're going to deal with you. I promise you. Just say it. Are you saying, bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is saying? I want to hear you say that.
Did you watch the interview?
Yo, R&B, get this off my stage.
This bad work, CC. This real bad work.
And I'll let that speak for itself. I mean, what do I have to do with that? I'll let that speak for itself. Wack 100. He does his part. He does his part. New York City, we have a problem. We have people that are not from the New York City tri-state area, don't live in the New York City tri-state area. And I'm not even particularly meaning this guy right here, but you know what I'm talking about, us townies. And a lot of these people, for some reason or another, think that they can, we're a bunch of, for the better part of the word, a bunch of punks and soft motherfuckers. I don't know why, but they do. And so what I would behest on to many of you, I'm sorry about that. What I would behest to many of you is this. I would tell a lot of you, stop being so thirsty to talk to motherfuckers because they live in somewhere outside of the New York City tri-state area, thinking that offers in fucking some type of option or some type of incentive or something like that. We have vloggers, I don't know many of you know this, that work with niggas in the West Coast, work with niggas in the Midwest, all kinds of shit like that before they even work with their own brothers and sisters here in the New York City tri-state. Did you know that? That's a lot of them too. I've called out some of them sometimes. They'll help a motherfucker that lives in the West Coast before they even help out their own people. This means donation-wise and otherwise. I've seen New Yorkers sit up there and give $100, $200 to West Coast vloggers. No problem with that, but it's the point. The point sentiment remains. I think it's the time that we start exiting them from the circle too. You want to go hang with them motherfuckers, then go hang with them. And I mean that respectfully. If your priority is putting other motherfuckers, you're giving intel or you're helping out motherfuckers from another coast or another city or something like that before prioritizing your own, I think we should get fucking rid of you. What say you? Now, of course, as you know, I'm retired. But to all the gang out here, and this is the difference between being around, Peter Black Rob. This is the difference between being around. Okay? I was around. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking porgy pies here. I was around. You understand what I'm saying? And I know who the fuck was around and who the fuck wasn't around. I was around. You understand what I'm saying? I was around. And all these pictures are taken by me, by the way. I was fucking around. You understand? I was around. Ain't nobody got those pictures. I was around. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I was fucking around. So when I hear people sit around from the New York City tri-state area, you want to pop on somebody from Brooklyn, you want to pull out on somebody because they do a Bronx drill or a BK drill, pay attention to something. These motherfuckers from out of state are laughing at your asses right now. Now, this is what I need y'all to do, all right? And this ain't no command. This is on all gang, Latin, black alike. We got to tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up like the other cities do. You come into our city, let's get it back to what we used to have. You come into our city, we want to speak to you before you come into our city. Why the fuck are you here? And who are you here with? And did the rest of us okay this? Yeah, sure, you're hanging out in Flatbush, but you're hanging out over there in Flatbush, not over here in Flatbush. We don't fucking know you. And what incentive do we have to take care of you while you're here? Have you showed any contribution to the city? You know, a lot of people are having hard times here. There's a lady down the street down there, she don't even have a loaf of bread today. You want to help her out? I'm going to help you out in the next couple of weeks. Get things in order. I think that's what I need to do. So we're going to have a nice little series here for New York City tri-staters that forgot what the fuck it is to be from the New York City tri-state, and showed you and instead showing your fucking adoration for Atlanta, Texas, California. Well, if you want to move there, go there. If you don't like the New York City tri-state and predominantly all the people that you want to mix with are people from those areas, just pack up, leave our fucking area. We don't want you here no more. You're worthless. In fact, I encourage that. In fact, if you know any of these motherfuckers that are like that, please pass them on their names and everybody else so I can talk to the chiefs over there and we can get everything sorted out. That's what we need to do. We need to flood the gates of the snitches, the bitches, the punks, the suckers, the never have, will do, and fucking cowards, most likely, if any, but that lack of expression, any better words, are motherfuckers in the New York City tri-state area. Because people are starting to think, and I don't know why, but this comes up like and the real G's, they know what I'm talking about. This comes up like every 7 to 8 years. You know, a couple niggas got to get popped. You know how I go. It happens. What you gonna do? But it happens every couple of years. This happens when you get a couple of motherfuckers that come out the woodworks from, Tacoma, Illinois, or some shit like that. And I ain't gonna say that. You know what I mean? Like somewhere Waka Flocka, who gives a fuck, Ohio, and be like, fuck them niggas in New York. We had a daddy down here from New York, and we of course you did. It was 10,000 of you versus one. What you gonna do? Kill everybody? No. But you ain't gonna come up here, motherfucker. And then you gonna have your way. Now, I ain't talking about walking in Midtown Manhattan, talking about, yo, we here. Nah, come over where we at. Because if you ever pay attention to my videos, I be in the trenches. I give you a slight glimpse, and if you're from New York, you know exactly where the fuck I'm at, so you will validate this. Nigga, where I be in the hood, unless you know someone over there, you have no reason to be over there. Let me reiterate that once again. Unless you know people over there, you have no reason to be over there. And I do this on a readily steady basis, multiple boroughs. There's a reason behind that. Y'all done seen me, Jesus Christ, Jamaica Ave. Y'all done seen me over motherfucking everywhere. Queensbridge, fucking Marcy, Sumner. I be everywhere. And I don't be in those areas because I can be. I be in those areas because I'm allowed to be. It's a very big difference. And that allowed to be is based on respect. You understand what I'm saying? People who know me generally is not being a fuck-ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? And they know I'm not some general type of person that's going to go around screwing somebody over. I'm not the general type of person that's going to make up lies about people. I'm not the general person. I definitely don't gossip. That's why I don't do it here on this channel. You know what I mean? I only present the facts. And that's it. That's what I think. But I'm telling New York, and I'm telling New York gang, whoever you are, wherever you are, it's time to tighten up. Time to tighten up. I saw they shot some of the boys from EBK out there, you know what I mean? And I seen that over, you know what I mean? Over in the yard over there by the water by in Queens, you know what I mean? I seen that. God bless them boys. Hold your head. I seen that though. But even more reason, New York City, y'all gotta tighten up, especially the young boys. Stop being so quick to motherfucking think, oh, it's a come up if we fuck with this nigga from over here. A lot of times it's not. A lot of times you can bypass fucking with that nigga. Bro, shut the fuck up. You see, because when shit hit the fan, you podcast niggas tuck and tell. You got, hold up. Boss Hall crappy. Let me tell you something, you hoe ass nigga. First things first, I'm not no podcast nigga, bitch nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And on mama and them, I tell you that to your fucking face. Second of all, yo soy la cubano la moreno, tú sabes claro que sí, moreno and gordo. Huh? La jefe, tú eres no un jefe, tú eres un puta sucia. Ya can su boca por el momento. Tú no sabes mío, tú sabes, so, representando la barrio. Yo siempre, pero Nueva York, pero Miami, pero la cubano, pero la LA, tú sabes más. So ya can su boca. Nigga, don't ever come in my motherfucking chat room telling me shut the fuck up, bro. I'm not your motherfucking friend, nigga. No, it's niggas like you I'm talking about. It's niggas like you I'm talking about. If you still here, ho nigga, it's niggas like you I'm talking about. See, niggas like you, let me tell you what I mean. Niggas like that get online talking about you podcast niggas, nigga, you first of all, I know you a hood booger and you ain't never did much in life. And I'm gonna tell you why I know you ain't never did much in life, because a piece of a fact, any real nigga from the streets is not just gonna jump up and randomly talk to a nigga that they don't know in any old kind of way, based on appearance, based on whatever the fuck. Nigga, I don't know you. And I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't give a fuck about your life. I do this for real. Go check my motherfucking catalog, then come back and holler at me. First things first, dog. Before I was even in the music industry, before I was doing this podcast and shit, I was in the streets for real. You understand what I'm saying? And all 8 pages will back that up. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gotta speak for it. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gotta, yo, I used to do this, I used to do that. No, it's self-explanatory. Nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So don't get me as no podcast nigga, bro. I talk against the podcasters. Now, right now, I'm talking about my city, my tri-state area. And ain't no fuck nigga that ain't from the tri-state area, because you ain't mentioned you was from the tri-state area, fuck nigga. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna tell me and my peoples or what I should tell my peoples, fuck nigga. Because I'm not telling anybody in your city what the fuck they should do, fuck nigga. You ain't got nothing else to say? You got anything else to say? Go ahead and type it now. I'll give you a few minutes to type what you got to type as a rebuttal, you hoe ass nigga. While I'm doing that, I'm going to check you out. Y'all want to see what this hoe ass nigga wrote? Yeah, y'all can see what this hoe ass nigga wrote. Oh, somebody whistling. That's all right. Hold on. I'll take a screenshot of it so I can post it. But I want to tell you what this bitch ass nigga said, because YouTube evidently hit it. Let me tell you what this whole nigga said, because I can't say too much to him. You know what I mean? But he said, yo, bro, shut the fuck up. You scared because when shit hit the fan, you podcast niggas tuck tail and run. When it get gangster, you see if you got that same energy. Nigga, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, you do not want to do that with me. You do not. Niggas love me, son. Trust me, you do not. All that internet tough talk shit, I don't be worried about that shit. Because I'm trying to tell you, you ain't going to come over to where I be at talking that shit. They're gonna drop you on the block. Well, I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? The last thing you gonna hear is Diablo está moreno ahí, se toma, cuete. And you think it's different than that. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to say goodbye, motherfucker. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not on here threatening nobody. I'm just telling you what it is. You hear me? Anybody on here hear me threaten anybody? Anybody on here hear me raise my voice and say, yo, niggas gonna get this nigga, anything like that? Nah. If anything, I'm a consigliere. I'm just here to explain to you. And the fact that people are sitting up here telling me I can't tell my New York City crowd what's best for them, being a motherfucker that have been through it. I needed 2 bids, son, 2 long bids before I was with Bad Boy. Bad Boy Entertainment saved my life. You better please do some resume about me. If niggas who really know me, nigga, no, like I don't have to do all that. I got 8 pages to speak for itself. I don't get on here doing stories. Yo, when I was this age, we did this, we did. I do that shit now. That's the difference between, you understand what I'm saying? This niggas told me what they did that. No, I do that shit now. You understand? Do not get me confused with no industry nigga, no podcast nigga. I'm neither, sir. You understand what I'm saying? Don't come up here talking that fucking hot shit to me, talking scary business. Where's that punk motherfucker at? Get that bitch ass nigga out of here. Trying to talk scary business. What's going on? Don't allow scumbuzz to drag. Yeah, I'm talking to the people here in the tri-state. Much respect for you, black man. I love it. Positive. Yo, hoe ass niggas. I don't like hoe ass niggas like that. Niggas ain't got a like button, can't hit the like button and nothing, but always got some shit in here trying to build up some motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like some fucking, what was that in 89? Nigga, I was in 89, I was in like fucking 6th or 7th grade. What the fuck are you talking about? We said Latrice Elba watching you from Sacramento, and I had visited where you at back in '89. Oh, okay. I got what you say. I got what you say. I got what you saying, Mama. I got what you saying. Yeah, but I ain't back from '89. The OGs when I was growing up around was like in '89. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said like niggas be defining like a OG as like a nigga in his 40s or 50s. And I was like, nah, that's just from a whole wave of bitches having kids when they were 13 years old. I would live through that. So, you know what I'm saying? Nah, a real OG prior to that generation before that was like 65, 70 years old. That's a nigga that been through life and be like, yo, I could tell you about this pension. I could tell you about, you know what I'm saying, what it's like to work at the plant for 45 years or whatever. And somehow they got replaced by a nigga that was on the block and did like a whole bunch of bids and now is getting out of prison again at the last time at 56. Now he want to turn his life around. That's an OG to you? That's a nigga that's a loser. We ain't talking about niggas like that. I mean, except for the fact a couple niggas that got it in, whatever, for noble reasons. Yeah, but if you just a repeat fake, that's a habitual criminal. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trouting for that nigga either. You know what I mean? Yeah, I come from like 93, 94. You know what I'm saying? That's real. That's realistic. That's when I started getting out there. Prior to that, nah, my mom and dad wasn't having that shit. I wasn't no hangout nigga. I grew up good. All that. My grandfather and all them niggas was street niggas and military niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was both out of Philadelphia. And so that's my mom's side of the family. My mother's father, they from South Philly. Like real talk. So it's still family there. You know what I'm saying? I still have family there. And at one time I lived in Mechanicsburg and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin Benji down there or whatever. So Philly and business to go down to Philly is always big to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a homeboy, Doobie. Shout out to Doobie. Shout out to Dool. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what part of I think Doobie ended up from Germantown or something like that. But shout out to Dool, Miss Darlene. You know what I'm saying? Those are all like these are people I've known my whole entire fucking adulthood. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed even in the hood. Yeah, man, I heard about the homeboy down that buried that girl in that shallow grave in the park. I heard about that shit. I'm gonna do a separate live for that. Yeah, niggas down there, and I seen what's going on over there. Over there under the bridge. I just say it like that with the niggas and the meth and all that shit and that shit that's eating holes in their legs and shit. I done seen that shit. You from QB? Yeah, man. I was just out in QB this summer. Fact on fact, man. I was just out in Queensbridge, like literally. My family is well. That's my mom's father's brother and sister. They lived in Corona, Queens. So I'm always in Queens. I'm always in Queens. I know so many people in Queens. It will blow your mind the people I know in Queens, especially three motherfuckers. You be like, you know them? Yeah, ask them. You should ask. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell niggas all the time. I'll be like, yo, that's the difference. Like, niggas will get online, they be talking about niggas. I'll be like, yo, my rebuttal was ask that nigga. If you never pay attention to that part of the conversation, I don't know what to tell you. I'd be like, yo, ask them. They know me. You know what I'm saying? And in many chances, they've known me 15, 20 years, some of them. Some of the biggest people y'all look up to have known me 15, 20 years, some of them. And they'll always speak highly of me. You understand what I'm saying? If it comes to this common conversation, they're always gonna speak highly of me. They're not gonna say I'm a snitch. They're not gonna say I'm a gossiper. They're not gonna say I tell people secrets because I don't. I don't come from a cloth for that. Maybe that's a street shift that's like authentically in us because I come from that before I even came into the music industry. That's why, I don't get on here too much and blasting pictures and videos and shit. I got tons of them, thousands of pictures and videos, but I just don't do that. But I want to tell the people though, let me run my cash app in here because ain't nobody gonna do that but me. I be forgetting. I don't be caring about who writes no or yes. So if you try to do that to like hurt my feelings or some shit, it don't matter. It's just here for the people that do want to contribute. The other people that don't, oh well. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be caring about that because that's a whole different vibe too. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But that's a whole different vibe too. Like let me tell y'all this. If you gang in New York right now, you coming to a point where niggas think that there's a separation in the city. You understand? This is why you got to watch how y'all move. And so you know, like when y'all got certain stories or whatever, like some boys out there in Queens today. I heard somebody say they from QB, so you know some boys out there in not QB, but in Queens, got caught out real hard, some young boys. You know what I'm saying? I feel for them young boys too, because I seen us in them when they was in front of them cameras and all that. Same thing I seen them young boys over in the X or whatever. They got into something. I seen some other boys over in BK. Same thing, young boys. They got into something. Some of them boys ain't gonna ever come home. Some of them boys got 3, 4, 5 on a dump. You understand? If you dig. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, man. I feel sorry when I see them boys, but what I don't like is I don't like when these niggas link with niggas out of town that don't have their best interests at heart. It was a time when you dealt with niggas from out of town and they had your best interests at heart because it kept them making money. Now these niggas, they find it as, yo, I deal with you, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with 10 other niggas too, nigga. You just one out of many. You know, and that's the mentality of these niggas. And you gotta, and the niggas in New York, they be like, oh, nah, I found a connect. That's my man. Get that enthusiasm out of you. It's because you link with a nigga from out of town don't mean it's in your best interest, my nigga. That nigga's best interest is his town. So keep your town your best interest. You understand what I'm saying? This is New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. And we beef within each other. We'll talk shit about each other more than anything. Yo, fuck them niggas in Jersey. That shit's trash down there. Then niggas will go down to Jersey and party. Niggas will be like, yo, fuck them lame ass niggas in Connecticut. Them niggas short, da. Then they remember to themselves, oh, that shit's like the fucking first state that ever created a gun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? We do that shit all the time amongst each other, whatever. Don't never really get serious. It just be words, you know what I'm saying? Or a couple niggas shoving and pushing each other. Yo, fuck this Jersey nigga. Yo, fuck this New York nigga. You know, it'd be shit like that. We did that for ages. But at the end of the day, let us link up at a prison or let us link up at somewhere down in North Carolina, and a nigga be in abroad, he'd be like, yo, nigga, where you from? From Jersey. Oh, nigga, you from New York. Come over here. Or a nigga be from Connecticut and they be out in California. He'd be like, yo, where you from? I'm from New York. Man, you next door. Come over here. You understand what I'm saying? They link together like that. I didn't even seen it in the prison system before. So I know what I'm talking about. Guys, y'all got to link back up in New York City. And y'all got to get it tighten up. I know a lot of your OGs that should have been presiding over y'all, and this is their fuck up. They were in jail, they were in prison, and shit like that, or whatever. And they should have been y'all mentors. And a lot of y'all were left on your own to survive and left out of charter and everything else. But it's time to charter up real quick and start paying attention to niggas' different sets, different mindsets, different sets, different mindsets. You understand what I'm saying? And you gotta sometimes be like, yo, you know what? I really would like to do business with you, but the better of the good is telling me to do business with somebody that's in the town. Capisci? Do business with somebody that's in the town. Whether it comes down to blogging, whether it comes down to whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Do business with people in the town. You'll benefit from this logic. You'll be respected more in the end. Now, it's up to those people that you're doing business with in the town. By the way, oh, we ain't leaving you motherfuckers out. See, these niggas I'm talking about particularly niggas that got money, got a little position of power, got some influence, right? It's your job to make sure you see it out right. That means no fucking over people. That means no late fucking payments. That means no fucking late studio gigs. That means no like fucking showing up for fucking nothing. You get there on time. You supposed to be at 3:20, you get there at fucking 3 o'clock. Get what I'm saying? And then we build up this, but we got to take care of ourselves here in the New York City tri-state area, whether it's Connecticut, New York, or New Jersey. I love this fucking place. I never leave it. But we got to fucking start tightening up. Because we got these outside entities thinking they can come up here and shake their fucking dicks. And I'm letting you know, you ain't going to come here and shake your dick. You understand? Don't worry about me. Everybody's like, who's worried about him? Don't worry about me. I'm a nobody. I'm small, but I'm big. You see what I deal with? So I'm nobody. I'm a nobody in this whole equation here. I'm just a simple blogger with suggestions. And what I'm suggesting is that you guys tighten it up a little bit and stop dealing with all these outside entities. Now, as far as the culture is concerned or whatever, most of y'all have already made your decision. So I'm not talking to the older motherfuckers. I'm talking to the young ones on this one. Most of you have made your decision and decided to sell out, and you try to do it with course and try to do it with style. Now you're a tap dancer now. You know, you're a tap dancer now. It's okay. I saw the conversation people trying to have with Huggy, it don't help if you got the mammy hat on. I'm gonna say that to you, all right? With all love. You gotta take the mammy hat off. If niggas are saying that you acting kind of a different way when you're on the white podcast versus the black podcast, the first thing you gotta do is when you're talking to the black podcast, you gotta take off the mammy hat. Take off the mammy hat. I demand that of you to take that fucking mammy hat off. I don't know if you're doing satire or whatever. Take the fucking mammy hat off. That's the only thing I request of you, Huggy. All right? All right, if you listen, goddamn it. Fucking mammy hat on. I'm like, what the fuck do you got? Did you hear what these people are talking about you? And I know it's not true either, but my point is, I get why you're doing that. The reason she does that is because you motherfuckers be like, well, she acts like this on the white podcast, and she acts like this on the black podcast. Okay, let me explain that to you real quick. And this is fair. I'm gonna tell you why Jaguar Wright acts like that on the white podcast and acts like the way she acts with y'all on the black podcast. And this is just to fucking be fair, okay? On the white podcast, yeah, they asked her questions. You understand what I'm saying? And whatever answer she gave, she gave. They didn't argue with her. They didn't try to get belligerent with her. They didn't try to say, yo, we gonna call that agency on your motherfucking family. We gonna douse your house with police, or we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gonna do this, da, 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 da. They didn't do that. They didn't do that. They didn't get on here and say, we're going to expose you and your boyfriend. We're going to put out the tape of this. We're going to interview your son. None of the white podcasters did that. See, the black podcasters did do that to her. That's why she has an assumption when she goes to a black podcaster that she has to have a certain type of temperament or whatever the case may be when it comes to the case of one Jaguar Wright. And I know how she feels because I had some black podcasters entourage, not particularly him, but his entourage. You understand what I'm saying? His entourage. Attack me in the same very way they attacked us. I know it's true. You have a contention of and I'll say the urban sector, which is black and Latino mixed together, that just really, quite frankly, are only here on YouTube to cause destruction. They want beefs, they want arguments, they want fights, and if you ain't got that to offer, they don't want to deal with you. If you don't have that to offer, they will not even donate to you. And this sector of people, some people call it the tea sector, some people call it the beef sector, some people call it this the shit sector, in my opinion. These people that are in these sectors, they are almost built to be online every day arguing. That's all they do. So when you are a personality and you go to one of these podcasters, they already have a set of line and question of who they're going to be and how they're going to do it. And most of the time, the way they do it is they have to show either they start out with microaggressions, then it gets into passive aggressives as soon as you react to their microaggressions. And then once after that, it's just like it just goes shit downhill. Now people are clipping in and they add to the beef and things like that or whatever. It makes a shit show. It makes a real shit show. That audio I played y'all just a few minutes ago of the interaction with Wack 100 Big Homie CC. I'm not gonna comment on that because then I'd be indulging in the same shit. You know what I mean? I'm very conscientious of what I do, but I can't play the audio, can I? And so I'll say to you this, New York City tri-state, we got to tighten it up here. All right. And the Kansas City Chiefs going to get the message. Kansas City Chiefs are going to get the message. All right. So anyway, moving on. And look at that, I'm out of coffee. I might have to take a break in a second, guys, and make some more coffee. Yo, there's a huge issue in Chicago between people because of migrants. What should we do about this migrant problem? I have previously gone to the Row Hotel. I have gone to, what was the other one called? I forgot what the other one's called, but I've been to 3 migrant hotel shelters in New York City and done reports from them multiple times. I've been in front of Trump Tower and talked about the migrant crisis multiple times, including 2 years prior to where we're at now. And when I covered it, a lot of people had different positions and how they felt and things like that. I'm answering Romano Reed. A lot of people had different positions or whatever. The position I had, and I always put forth, porque tú sabes, yo soy latino ahí, yo soy la moreno, la cubano ahí. Porque esta mi gente ahí, tú sabes que le digo que sí. So, porque esa es la gente ahí, esa es diferente, pero la americano o latino. Porque el latino americana, para mí eso. Porque esa es diferente, pero la latino, pero la capos. Entonces, sabes, jíbaro. You know what I mean? And so, are you from Germany? Got you. You're from Germany. You're German. It's not much different. It's not much different. And Gutenheimen, it's not much different. What I've seen in Europe, I've seen in Paris, where 2 years ago they had people, and this was before the Olympics got there. You guys may or may not know this, but 2 years ago there was all these videos floating around. All right, and it was actually on French TV as well, where there was so many African migrants that they were sleeping damn near steps on the street, and I'm talking about rows. It was no less than maybe 70, 80 people I saw sleeping out there in the video I saw, and it might have been more than that. They were sleeping outside in the streets. And Paris is not a very clean city. If you just look at the catacombs and the history of it, they had rats running around then. They got rats running around now. Paris is a very dirty city. Trust me on this one. And the outside areas aren't. In the countrysides and things like that. They're very clean, very beautiful. But France as a city is dirty as fuck. Look, he wrote, yep. Okay, all right. It's not going to be the romantic getaway that you think it's going to be. I can tell you that much right now. So when you get, and I swear to God, that's the truth. When you get there, Germany, I'm going to say Switzerland is handling the problem pretty good. But at the same time, Switzerland, he's laughing. Switzerland is at the same time got a smaller population of migrants than others. There's somebody in parliament over there. I think he's running for president or something like that. And he's a righty. And he was promoting that they should assassinate some of the people that immigrate there illegally. And I'm like, well, that's a little extreme. There's also, like I said, they had in France, they had people sleeping under the Eiffel Tower, like literally. He said, "You're 100% true about the homelessness and the filth in France." I don't get into telling lies. It's not my thing. Yeah, it's very dirty and it's filthy. I mean, the plague that ravaged through Europe in the 1600s, and I think again it tried to resurface in the late 1800s. They had another battle with tuberculosis or something like that in the 1800s. France has always been known to be a little bit unhygienic. Yeah, lots. That's why I said lots of Africans are stationed there, but a lot of them are migrants. For some of the, when you get a flood of refugees, you got to understand. First of all, Africa is a very opulent country. If you ever been to South Africa, it's really a modern place. So Johannesburg is a very modern city. It can match New York, it can match Miami, and many other places. If you go, listen to this one song called "The Promised Land" with Nas and what's that boy's name? One of the Marley sons with the dreads. I forgot what his name is. But listen to that song. You understand what I'm talking about. He said in the morning class of yoga in a beach in Senegal. That's always stuck with me. And he said a morning class of yoga in a beach in Senegal. That was real. But Africa has many opulent cities. The most billionaires in the world live in Africa and come from Africa, believe it or not. And the places where you see these pockets of migrants coming from, a lot of them come from villages, small villages. A lot of them come from tribes that are like literally isolated from any of these major cities like Zambia and Johannesburg, and Botswana has a city. You'd be surprised how modern they are too. I mean, with all the modern luxuries, grocery stores that mirror European grocery stores, Chinese grocery stores, everything. But in between that, you have civil unrest that's been lasting between tribes and things like that, or whatever. And that's the that's the flux of people that you're seeing leaving Africa. There's a saying. There's like people leave Africa They move to Europe. They buy European cars, European clothes, and then they come back home to Africa to be buried. That's what they say in Africa. I knew somebody named, shout out to Baba Otunde from Uganda. Not the African migrant. The African migrant, on the other hand, and I'm talking about the rich and the opulent Africa. You are right. But the migrant from Africa, many of times, and what we've seen is these are people that are war torn. You get a lot of people from Somali, like for example, like you remember the girl, the brick chick, the chick that got hit with the brick. What was her name? Brick lady or whatever. She's Somali. And a lot of people they don't tell the story the way it's supposed to be told. They say, "Well, she's Somali. How did she get to Texas?" I'll tell you how. Doing God, I think it was probably like 20, 30 years ago. You used to have Youssef, a lot of these Christian correlations and things like that. These coalitions, they would go into Africa, no different than, sound kind of familiar, right? But they would go into these areas, and what they would do is they would look for refugees of different situations or whatever, and they would have these people basically be missionaries. And these missionaries would, this is how it used to go. These missionaries would send them to Utah or send these populations to Texas or even Rhode Island. As many people know in Rhode Island with the Ethiopian population up there, a lot of them come from that. And so on, which is steps away from where I'm at right here. And also Cape Verdean, which many of y'all don't know. If y'all know Benzino and Coy Leroy or whatever, that's what they are. They're North African. A lot of people think they're Latino. No, she's North African and Black American now. But they're North African Portuguese speaking people. So Benzino originally speaks Portuguese. His father probably speaks Portuguese, a Portuguese patois, but they're North African. That's the point I'm getting here with this. These missionaries brought these people, just like Brick Lady and all the people that you see down in Texas, they brought them over as refugees. And these people, they will either find adoption homes for them, or if they were children that were, displaced or whatever, or they would place the families with foster families, and these families would make sure until they got into a better financial position or whatever the case may be. And then they would carry on with life, and then they would assimilate into, the population and everything like that. Well, where that differed from, and that was your traditional refugee slash turned citizen. What you have now is, and I'm just giving that from the United States point of view. Now, what you have now is because of so many influx and lack of resources and infrastructure, and many of these, what you would call rural imprints across the world. So the rural imprint exists in South America. The rural imprint exists in India. The rural imprint exists in some parts of Africa. The rural imprint, when I say rural, meaning there's very scarce resources, very lack of hope, lack of a future in these areas if you stay there. This transcends everywhere. There's places in Italy that are like this. There's places in England that are like this. If you stay here, you will not become anything. There's places right here in the state of Connecticut where I live at, that if you stay in those areas, you're going to be limited or you're not going to have very much. And it's sad because the people that live in those areas, they'll never understand that until it's too late. And so a lot of people now, because of the age of the internet and these ideals that are out here, they're noticing that, hey, I can't, hey, what's going on about out? They're noticing that, hey, I can't sit here and just think like this. I have to move and go, because they see the influence of everybody across the world when you're on the internet, right? And so it's very different than the immigrant that you had before, where they were voluntarily coming here because they were trying to escape something I think was legit. Where I think a lot of the immigrants that you have are coming here now, not all, but a high influence of them are coming because, thank you, Ahmad. I think a high influence of them are coming nowadays because more so they see opportunity. And the mayor pointed that out when he was talking about how they got an influx here in New York City tri-state area, which I've covered the Row Hotel. I've covered two or three others. Yeah, we had at first, the pandemic started in 2020. I was living in New York at the time that it started. Okay, I was living in the Bronx, and prior to that, I was living on Fifth Avenue. All right, and so I know, and that's a big transition. It's a long story, but trust me, that's the way it went. And so, and I lived on Fifth Avenue like a year and some change, so I know what I'm talking about here. And so, it was funny to me because you fast forward, And when the pandemic started, they had a whole almost, I think it was 70,000, 80,000 people in New York City that were considered homeless throughout the multiple shelter systems that they have, right? And when the pandemic started, to isolate everybody, what they did was they put everybody into hotel rooms. They put a whole group of them, believe it or not, up there on Billionaires Row. If y'all know what I'm talking about in New York, that's where the real money at. You know what I'm saying? Where the starting price of a condo going to set you back about 1.7, 1.8 start. This for a bid. You know what I'm saying? When you're done, it's probably you're gonna probably cap over like 2.4, 2.6 before closing costs. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just negotiation, alteration, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Selling calls, you know what I mean? You know what it is. But state taxes, you know what I mean? So you really talk about that. Got you. Thank you, Amar. I just seen that too. Thank you, brother. And let me put this in this right here. So what you have is you have a lot of times you have people, wow, this time 75%, no, 25%. That shit don't be bothering me. I don't be caring about that shit. I told you I just put that there to my real subscribers and shit come in, you know what I mean? But to answer your question, um, how do I feel personally about the immigration crisis and how do I think it's solutions? I think a lot of people that came through the border came through with the impression that they were going to get off scot-free and be able to live happily ever after in a criminal blitz. That's what I think. I think a lot of people were criminals. I speak a lot of times, yo soy la cubano la moreno. And it was the same thing that Castro and his brother Raul did. You know, you can hear this echoed in the story Scarface, where they washed their jails. This is literally what Venezuela did. I'm talking about this hemisphere. In Africa, in African nations, in some of those nations, the same thing holds true with them. So we get not just Latino immigrants, we get African immigrants, we get Chinese immigrants who are very opulent and have money. They have, particularly with Japan, they have a deal that is worked in with the U.S. It's some type of deal. You guys can look this up. Look up the U.S. deal on citizenship with Japan. It's very unique, more than any other country. And the other unique one is with Venezuela. We have a unique deal with Venezuela, which is ironic because this gang influence is going on in multiple states now, which I told y'all about. If you figured my channel, I told niggas about this 2 years ago. I said, there's gangs coming here because I speak Spanish. So anytime somebody speaks Spanish around me, I understand. I have full conversations in Spanish, you know? So I understand Spanish. I understand a little bit of French, but not as much as like I know Spanish like I know English. So it's like when I hear these conversations, I heard niggas talking, I was like, oh, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Then I heard a name one time, and I never repeated the name, but I just say, yo, and I said it specifically, and I'm gonna find a particular podcast. I said, yo, the Venezuelan niggas are the niggas you wanna watch out for. Watch out for them and the Colombian niggas. Those niggas getting active. You know what I mean? These niggas come from war countries, and like Venezuela is another one of those countries that tried socialism and it failed. It failed extremely. That's why I said if you ever want to see the failure of the United States just implement socialism for 5 years, the whole country will fall. The whole country will fall. If you ever want to see there's not been one country in the history of America that has survived under socialism. People will say, well, England involves themselves in socialism. They give out free health care. Yeah, that's true, but they take taxes for that free health care. It's not free healthcare. You know what I'm saying? It's just splurged and divvied. Anyway, just to conclude that conversation, because I don't want to come on some kind of racist or bigot, because I'm not. You know what I mean? I've got friends from multiple different backgrounds. I'm a minority myself. But here in the United States, and you can find this on my channel. I've covered the story when I covered two stories. I covered one in front of the police. Ironically enough, I covered this in front of the police. Some police officers have been attacked in New York and Times Square over by where the old McDonald's is, if you know what I'm talking about. And it was on camera. You know what I'm saying? It was literally on camera. And I was just astonished by it. I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And so I went there and I did a piece about it and I spit mine or whatever, whatever. A few days later, I said, yo, this gonna get worse. And I did a live of the Trump Tower again, and I talked about it. Not even 2 days after I talked about it, I said, yo, this is gonna get worse. This is gonna get bad. Da, 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 da. This little boy, he was 15 years old. He was shooting at cops in a store after he was trying to steal some shit. You see what I'm saying? So, like if you were a Latino American, you know the difference between these jibaros and these jibaras. You have to watch them because they're very sneaky. Very, very sneaky. Y'all remember El Chapo? That nigga dug tunnels, nigga. You see what I'm saying? These people are like, they think differently than American Latinos. Most American Latinos are simulated at this point, meaning that they are so concrete and simulated and in depth in American society. Yeah, niggas celebrate Latino holidays, Latino culture, Latino food. But when it comes to it, you know what I'm saying? My name is Maria Sanchez. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's not like Conchita. It's very different. You know, it's Conchita, Maria, two different people. You know what I'm saying? Or my name is Javier Manning. You know what I mean? Like they adapted different personalities, but still the same personality, but it's simulated. And I know most of these people that are like this, whether they're negrito y blanco, tú sabes, entonces, ¿no? Claro, en la mente ahí se, tú sabes, eran presentados, eran blanco, americano, ¿no? Shh, ya. But it's okay, it's okay. Salud a la gente de la arena, tú sabes, los hombres que macho, tú sabes, salud, buenos días. But I'll say this, the jibaros and the jibaras that you get in Belo La Campo. I can't believe I just fucking said that. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. Anybody heard me say that? I'll take that back. Give me a second. Yo, I can't believe I just said that. The people you would get. Oh yeah, ya caso boca para momento, tú sabes, yo soy americano ahora. So the people that you're getting. The people that you are getting, it's like a 70-30 ratio, where 70% of them are great people with good intentions and ambition. The other 30% that you're getting, not so great. And it's the 30% that are fucking it up for the 70%. Like, look, I'm not even gonna hold you. This chick's literally selling pussy in Queens right now. They just raided, I think, like the 5th or 7th brothel in Queens this past week. Like, I'm dead sure they got task force going out there. The bitches are selling pussy over here. They left Colombia, they left Venezuela, they left Ecuador, where they were selling pussy over there, and now they all just they in Queens selling pussy. They in Brooklyn selling pussy. They in the Bronx selling vagina. And you gotta be careful because, like, a lot of these, not to be funny, but not a lot of these chicks are up for like hygiene, even. You know, they think simple water do everything. They're not up for hygiene. They're not up for, like, you know, going to get checked for STIs and STDs because they're not American citizens. And even though there are some avenues for them to go and like services and shit like that, most of them just don't go. They just take it upon their own good luck, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it could be a problem with that. And there you get, you know, if you get a motherfucker that's got a family and, you know, whatever, but y'all follow what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different health issue. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it only take a couple of nasty bitches and one, like, I'm gonna keep it a thrill with you. It only take a couple of nasty bitches slinging vajay in your neighborhood to start an epidemic. And how do I say that? And women will come in and be like, it's some dirty men. No. A woman is more likely, if you know anything about your vajay, and this is a proven fact, and you can go look right this in any health journal, I'm not going to argue with you. Because if you truly are RPN or LPN, my mother's past you. All right. You a basic nurse. You understand what I'm saying? You can't even handle Dr. Scalpel. So I don't want to hear from you hoes. Because I get so tired of hearing RNs and LPNs. That's a licensed practical nurse and a registered nurse. Bitch, if you ain't a practitioner or you ain't got a doctrine and a practicing doctrine at that, I'm not talking about a doctrine where you can recite and recite what clinical ailments are. I'm not talking about one of them good motherfuckers, you with your good perceptive ass. Well, they've got a lump on it. They got a lump on their arm. That might possibly be this. I ain't talking about them motherfuckers. I can't stand people that jump online and tell me, I'm a doctor. No, bitch, you a predictor. That's you a predictor. That's what you are. I'm not talking to the RNs and the LPNs. No. I'm talking about two clinical doctors. You know that sexually, a man is less likely to give a woman an STD as a woman is to give a man a STD. Now, this is the truth. Women spread STDs more and faster than men ever have and will possibly have. One of the reasons being all the different secretions that y'all have. Women have like 4 different secretions that come from their vaginal area. Did you know that? There's vaginal moistness, then there's urine, and then there's what y'all consider what's the name? What do you call it? When you say a girl can squirt or whatever. And in real fact, that's a mixture of like 3 different liquids out of a woman's body. It really is. And urine's mixed into it, but it's some fluid from the urethra. And then I've heard some of the fluid is from the anal gland and shit like that. Secretions. I'm not lying here. Like, you know what I mean? And so like women's secretions, not to mention the different holes you can enter. I mean, whatever you into, you into. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Depending on what hole you hit, you know what I mean? Could be the difference between your hole next week. And as Eddie Murphy said, Doc, what do you mean when your dick on fire when you pee it? He said, no, my dick on fire. Oh shit. That's for real. That's for real. That's for real, for real. But yeah, man, I'm worried about in that factor about the possibilities of things. Another thing is a lot of people are concerned internationally if it will change the populations, and I have to agree with that with a stirring fact on. I know how Latinos are. If they're Ecuadorian, they're gonna want to keep it Ecuadorian. If they're Venezuelan, they're gonna want to keep it Venezuelan. If they're this or that or whatever, it's gonna be like that until the first 2-3 generations get through. Then niggas will make room. The thing internationally, everybody will make room for every time because that's just the way they perceive it. They'll always make room for white. So if somebody white, it don't matter what they are. They could be Indian, Chinese, whatever. That family will invite them in because just supposed to sit through because they're white, because they believe that they're like overlords or some shit. Like that. It's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people, something like that, you can't get mad at them. It's a survival technique for them, a flawed survival technique, but a survival technique. I think that's and that is another reason why I like you guys. I know a lot of you don't understand this, but really, American Latinos and like the Latinos you have as migrants are very different people. Like I don't know how to express how different they are. Like a lot of those Latinos that are migrating right now, they don't even like what's the name, American Latinos. They kind of look at them as like sellouts and shit, or you think you better, and then like another thing is, it's like the behavior is different. Like a lot of these motherfuckers, tú sabes, para la gente latino, you know what I'm talking about. These niggas is like their mentality, la tora en la campo. You know what I mean? Billy go, you know what I'm saying? Ducks and chickens. You know what I mean? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Esa es la tora la gente, la jíbaro. Jíbaros y la jíbaras, and tú sabes, no. Pero yo me gusta la mujer la jíbara porque la mujer la jíbara tiene los corazones, tú sabes esta por qué. Está bien la mujer por tuyo, la mujer la jíbara. Entonces, una mujer jíbara. Ja. Anyway, listen, right? I know I wasn't talking shit to any of you. Somebody please translate that for them in English for them. Jesus Christ, because niggas be thinking you on here talking shit about them. Because somebody wrote that in my chat room one day. He on here talking shit about black people. I said, bitch, if you really knew what the fuck I said, you know what it is. I said, she thought I said, oh, he hates black people because they hate him. That's what he said. I said, bitch, that's not what I said. You know what I'm saying? I said, what I said was, I don't know why they don't like me because I love them. That's what I said. And you should have picked that up if you know how to speak Spanish when I said "está mi amor." Like don't try to interpret Spanish if you don't speak Spanish and you just simply like African American. Like don't do that shit. I will fucking embarrass you. Like I'll be like, all right, tú sabes español, huh? ¿Qué yo como diga? Huh? ¿Cómo que yo diga? Dónala. Hablo algo conmigo. Come on. You see what I mean? Everything get quiet. So that's why I don't like niggas like that. I don't like niggas like that. And these be the same niggas that be like, yo, like, oh my God, I done had so much racist shit put on my page before. You'd be surprised. Like before, I never mentioned Latin heritage. And then one day I was online and I think somebody came in and they started speaking to me in Spanish. And I started speaking back to them in Spanish, right? Look, you Spanish because you wrote LOL. So, um, motherfucker turned around and like all of a sudden that day it just changed. It just like changed. Like the vibes changed. People changed. I had certain people that was like, yo, I had one bitch, she wrote me, yeah, you a fucking bitch. I had one bitch write me and she was like, I thought you were FBA, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to unsubscribe. Man, I wrote that bitch tried to flag me for the comment I wrote her. So I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if you subscribe or unsubscribe or not. Fuck you, fuck your family, fuck everybody you know. Like for real, fuck everybody in your house, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. Like for real. And I didn't say that to be disrespectful. No. Don't get me wrong. I said that because see, people think, let me tell you what I mean. There's a guy that came in here. Y'all see my Cash App is pinned under him is Mod L. That guy, he always comes in here. He always tags my shit. He always helps me out. He donates to me. He supports me. That's a real fucking supporter. That's not somebody. That's somebody I'm concerned with if they leave. But if you just some motherfucker and you in here just talking to be talking or giving your opinion on shit and you see me in situations or see me spending money and you don't donate or support or nothing like that, I don't give a fuck. And she fell into that category. I allowed this bitch to be in my chat room for like a year. Like literally a year. And first time she said, let me tell you how they get down. First she said, do you have Zelle? Because if you have Zelle, then I can donate. I said, all right, I'm gonna download Zelle, but the shit fucked up the phone that I had at the time. It was just, I don't know what it was, but something with the Zelle app, or maybe I didn't update. It was just something. It was doing haywire shit. Like certain apps wouldn't work fast enough. And then I noticed when I removed this shit, everything was back to normal. So I was like, I ain't keeping this shit on my, and plus the shit was taking up mad data in the background. So I was like, yo, I'm this charm for life. That's what's up. So I was like, at the end of the day, I was like, yo, I can't do this, and this bitch ain't donating shit. You know what I'm saying? So I removed the app. Bitch said, yo, won't you just put it back up and I'll do it again. Another 2-3 days flew by. She still didn't donate. So I was like, all right. So then that's when I got to the point where I was like, listen, don't come in my chat room so you're going to donate, you're going to support or whatever, and you're not. I'd rather you just not say nothing. You can sit here and listen to me, whatever. It don't matter. But if you see the Cash App up there, support the shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially you see me on the move. Nigga, I just uploaded and niggas was flagging it, so I got to re-upload it. Because I got this one particular chick. I'm going to talk about her in a minute. Because, like I said, some people you just got to save them for last. Some niggas, like, I love the mentality of some niggas. Some niggas be thinking they getting away with shit. And they the free fall for everything or whatever on this YouTube sphere. I'd be like, nah, nigga, we just letting you rock out. Continue. I try to give you the game. Remember that podcast I did? Let me see who remember. I'm gonna put y'all on real quick, right? Remember that podcast I did at the Courthouse, right? And I told y'all that day, I said, yo, I had to come down here for something, right? Let's leave it that way. I had to come down here for something. I told niggas at that point, right then and there, I said, yo, listen. Yeah, she came to listen to you, yo. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, it's all good. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just, she came to listen, but she ain't come to support. The women on YouTube have people that they support exclusively. Most of the time, it's other women talking down on men. You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing for the men. The men this is a very odd, unique fucking fact, but it's the truth. if you want to make money on YouTube, it's only three ways you're going to make it in the urban space. Number one, and I'm circling the conversation. I don't want to talk no more about immigration because it kind of makes me look like a dumbass because I'm part of the immigrant community, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's just like you can't be half an immigrant talking shit about immigrants. But I will say there are some inconsistency and some things that need to be handled and taken care of. You know what I mean? And it's not inclusive of everybody either. You know what I'm saying? Some of the immigrant population are some great people, um, and they shouldn't be taken advantage of or anything like that. And there's some of them are just really shitty people. Hell, my dog is crazy growling. What the hell? All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So anyway, if you were part of the YouTube community and you're in the urban space, you already know this very well that a lot of times the only people that get supported in these urban spaces are people that are gossiping constantly, people are talking shit about people, and people that are bickering and fighting all the time. If you fall into that category, what happens is that a lot of times you'll get a lot of recognition, you'll get a lot of flow, you'll get a lot of people donating to you or whatever. Well, I'm gonna tell you how it breaks down in genders. With the males, what I've seen is if you're in the male space and you're in that red pill category, or maybe you're just a little disgruntled on the broads out here nowadays, which I can totally agree. Some of these women out here are fucking horrible. Well, the men, they fall into a little space where they get other men up under them, and the other men will start donating to them based on the fact that they talking shit about how they hate women and shit like that. That's why I had to leave that red pill space alone. Then, on the other hand, you'll have a space where the women exclusively donate, and it's usually to women that don't like men or have a um, very opinionated, damn near borderline misandrous lesbian form of thinking when it comes to men. And there's nothing wrong with being a lesbian. If you're a lesbian, you're a lesbian. You understand what I'm saying? But just quit trying to hinder under other niggas acting like you like D when you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you chicks, y'all talk so vehemently, I don't need no man. That. I said, well, get you a girlfriend then, bitch. Yeah, I know. I saw over there with Poor Chop. Y'all want me to talk about that? I'm gonna talk about that real quick. I'll circle back to that. Yeah, that's what I could do before I go for a break. I'll even retitle this later, whatever. I'll clip this section right here. So the other day, let me give y'all an update real quick because Ahmad L, he just switched the conversation. No problem, Iggy. Ahmad L just switched the conversation. It's gotta be spoken of. Because I'm talking about the Cash App shit, so that was perfect segue. It was a time when I was on here and I was getting donated to, I was getting supported and shit like that, right? I go out of my way. Like the other day, y'all saw me the other day. I was fresh on the scene for that situation. I got the call. I didn't even know that shit was going on. I actually got a call. Somebody hit me. It was like, yo, get over here, do this. Appreciate that person too. And so I skedaddled all over there, covered that shit and everything like that. You know what I mean? There was some interference because of the pure simple fact. All the news vans and all that shit, they're letting off their own feed and they're also receiving a satellite feed off their vans. I don't know if a lot of y'all know this or not. And so, like, if you just that one little individual Verizon signal in there amongst all these different signals, sometimes it's good money and sometimes it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to be next. It was like at least 9 to 10 vans down there, even when I went back down there later. So I edited up a piece, which took me a minute, posted that or whatever. And I saw how it taken off, and then you can start seeing where people started flagging it at, because motherfuckers be jealous of you. I try to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put in the work, but they want all the money. And so with that being said, most of these vloggers that I've ever argued with or beef with, one thing they uniquely got in common is every last one of them in their kitchen, in their bedroom, or in their living room doing vlogs. You don't never see them with nobody on stage with them. You don't never see them out about nowhere, whatever. They just follow the same format where they pop up on, like I'm in my bedroom right now, but this is a rare times, but you know what I'm saying? The majority of my lives on hold from my bedroom. These motherfuckers will be in their bedroom talking hoopla shit about everybody under the sun, right? While they cowering in fear and they can't come outside. And so what happens is you could build all kinds of narratives and all kinds of stories about people, whatever. Like this is one particular fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? That She thinks she's taunting me. The bitch, I know that's the bitch was probably flagging my shit too. The bitch saw that I segued to another story. She want to segue to the story and act like she can cover it better or some shit like that. Bitch, you can't because you a neurotic fucking bug-eyed cunt who I kind of want to hit it. But at the same time, it would have to be with safety first because you get that fucking nut pregnant. Oh my God, the rest of your life is fucking living like with Elizabeth Bathory or some shit like that, or fucking a vampire queen. God forbid that shit. That bitch is nuts as fuck. I said, if she talks this way about strangers, imagine how she would talk about a man that had a baby by her. Oh my God, that'd be hell. Scared of you, lady. Any fucking, any fucking way, right? As I moved on or whatever, I just started noticing this bitch started getting nastier and nastier and nastier and nastier. And the model, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about TT. That's a fucking looped bitch. That bitch does not like men. I'm trying to tell you, every bit of my mind tells me we got a carpet muncher on the horizon there. That's a lot. Like every day that you got a story and it's exclusively about men, and yet you a bitch with a vajay and never talk anything on a fucking horizon about a bitch. It's just beyond me. And I'm like, niggas don't see this. Like, I wouldn't even contribute to no bitch like that. Like a bitch like that is a contribution to destruction, in my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you go to a whole page and a bitch day after 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 day, 24 hours a day as a way to make money, as her way is talking down on men of color. I don't give a fuck. You know, there be people in white culture all the time. They know the motherfucker is dead wrong. They won't say nothing. White people, where y'all that can back me up on that? The higher echelon in your culture. I grew up most of my life here in Connecticut. I live currently here in Connecticut. All right. So I ain't got to say no more. My point is, because this state is like 78, 77% white. You understand what I'm saying? We live around a lot of white people, different ethnicities of white people. Most white culture, if they got somebody that's really in the cupboard outside of Epstein, where there's no denying it, and there's a little bit of hindrance of he could be innocent or whatever, they'll just sit back and don't say nothing. See, they bashed. I saw him come back up, and I had talked about this before. They bashed and I guess that's where they grab it from, because a lot of these niggas that listen to me grab a little premise and be like, let's talk about that right there. He's got a point. Let's talk about that and act like it's us. I brought up Johnny Depp since last year, cocksucker. Good luck. See what I'm saying? I've got 3 podcasts that I did that were titled with Johnny in it. You understand what I'm saying? I mentioned Johnny several times on this motherfucker as an example about that shit going on with Puff right now, and how Amber Heard had everybody painted that he was fucking guilty and shit. And this was one bitch, once again, had everybody painted he was guilty. And I think a couple hoes came in and tried to sue him on the side or whatever. You know what I mean? But the point is, you know what I'm saying? He had one bitch that was saying he did all this, that, and other than the third or whatever. Come to find out Johnny ain't do none of that shit. This bitch took a shit in his bed. I'm gonna say it for you again. You got to be a nasty motherfucker to continue to fuck with a bitch after she shit in your bed. You got to be a nasty motherfucker. We can't never have sex again. Not in the bed, not with those sheets, not in general. Like the whole relationship fucked up the moment you take a deuce in my bed and leave it as a war sign. She took a deuce. I mean, that bitch cocked her legs over, took a deuce in his bed as a war sign. A declarance of war. Pooped on the bed and blamed it on the dog. She damn sure did. So what I'm saying is, I know when I see a crazy bitch, I meet crazy chicks all the time that are fucking beautiful. Matter of fact, most of the craziest broads I've ever met are either extremely beautiful or extremely ugly. It's never nothing in between. The chicks in between, they ain't got the right to be like that. But them two extremes, they either extremely pretty or moderately pretty or fucking extremely ugly. TT, while I'm speaking up, you can go on Fordham Avenue right now. You can go to Brooklyn, you can go to Queens right now, go on the Boulevard, and about the next hour, you're going to see about 6 bitches that look like her. This is my word. If you want bitches that look like her, but very opulent, heresy-wise, come here. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me on that. You can go to Fordham Avenue right now, and you will see about, thank you, brother. You can go to Fordham Avenue right now. Tell me who I'm lying. And you're going to see every ring of bitch from the Dominican Republic and Honduras you want to. Am I lying, y'all? Am I lying? I know most of them. Am I lying? Go out there right now while the bus running in the subway, just turning its cues, and you gonna see about 6 or 7 bitches that look like TT early in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? And they probably look better, some of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to be funny. So I like the hoe. She cute, but you nuttier than squirrel shit. And I know you'll set a nigga up in a minute. Niggas don't pay attention. Like, let me tell you what I mean. You ever met one of them niggas that be like, yo, that bitch fine as fuck, son? Yo, but son, you saw she did her baby father? That nigga paying wild child support right now. He owe her like 400 a month, son. You know what I'm saying? Plus a nigga got paid for a daycare. That's another 600. This nigga getting cheated out for the next 18 years. You like, yeah, man, but you know what, man? I can make her different. You know what I'm saying? She won't do that to me. She gonna be in love with me. No, nigga, she do you like that too. You know what I'm saying? The whole time, and your man's in them, you know what I'm saying? I am full. Oh, really? Did you do a self-analyzation of me? She had 8 in Philly. That bitch a strong 6 here in the New York City tri-state. Because this hoe's a little better than her. But hold on, family, because you actually be over there with her. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, motherfucker, you don't know my fucking family. You an embarrassment to your family. First of all, you can't even show your face up here, so most of your family must be ugly. Let's start there. Second of all, you ain't really never set the world on fire, you hoe ass nigga, because you've been on here 11 years, you ain't got no subscribers. So who gives a fuck what you think? Second of all, excuse me, third of all, let's get back to the family thing. Who the fuck is your family? Now, evidently, you ain't proud of motherfuckers, and the DNA is horrible because you can't even put your face in your profile after you've been up here for 11 years. You understand? You lose a motherfucker, so you a full-time troll. So let me say this to you. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say your name. Before you feed that self-hate bullshit and all that shit, what you need to do is check the motherfuckers the day after day after day after day after day after day. Don't include anything but motherfucking black motherfucking characters in their storylines and bash nobody but exclusively black motherfucking people. But when it comes to anybody white or anything else, they don't want to have nothing to say about them, huh? So no, sir, you're the pussy. You're an embarrassment to your fucking family, and get a fucking profile picture, you fucking creep, after 11 years. That nigga probably fuck with little boys or something. Y'all watch him. Watch him. Nigga on here for 11 years with a fake name and no profile picture trying to hold court and motherfucker. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck what you think. That's not self-hate, that's self-analyzation. And I have a right, like, motherfuckers be sitting around. Y'all ever notice that niggas be sitting around talking about, you had, listen, I don't give a fuck about, you know the only person, watch this. I'm gonna go to my Cash App right now, right? The only, yeah, black negativity runs rapid on YouTube. I'm trying to tell you, this nigga trying to tell me what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, G. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Ahmad L. Ahmad L was the only person on here that donated to me. So I'm going to stick to my motherfucking guns. You understand what I'm saying? You think, listen, if I relied on YouTube and YouTube subscribers, you understand what I'm saying, to help me out? Shit. You niggas don't help me out, nigga. Ahmad L and 2 other black YouTubers are the only 2 people that donate to me. This is realistic. And they know why, because I know why, because I've been here with them so long. They know I ain't no bullshit ass nigga. Y'all want to converse back and forth, drop a donate. Exactly. But they want, allow niggas to write. Niggas, look, it's over 100 people in here. It's only 12 likes. Hit the like button. Thank you. We love Lazakassi. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I saw you put that up. I appreciate it. Harold, was it just all equal? You forgot to finish the equation. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it, but I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Did you donate? Did you hit the like button? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, niggas want information. A nigga came here one time talking about information for free. I said, really? Go have a sit down with a lawyer and tell me how free the information is. Go have a sit down with a CPA and tell me how free the information is. Go have a sit down with a motherfucking doctor and tell me how free the information is. Get the fuck out of here. Don't give me nigga excuses. I don't like nigga excuses. You understand? So let me get back to pork chop, because I don't like nigga excuses. What you say? Nah, just guy here, and I'm a pork chop. Oh, okay. Well, fuck you then, nigga. I'm fucking with you. That's another hoe ass nigga. This nigga, he's a serial creeper. He'll go on everybody's podcast in the background, just listen to what niggas saying. Nigga like that fuck with little kids, in my opinion. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a creep nigga. You understand what I mean? I don't like niggas like that. Anyway, long story short, when you get, let me just speed it up. You get sometimes because I ain't giving niggas gems for nothing. Thank you, Amadel. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going to cover some more shit today. Because see, niggas don't know. Like, let me tell you something. One thing you can be guaranteed with me, I know New York City like the back of my hand. Ain't nowhere in New York, barely, that I don't know nowhere. And I've been around throughout New York so much that there's people in multiple boroughs that know me. Like, you keep on thinking that niggas love me, son. Trust me when I tell you, like, niggas fuck with me for real. And you see the niggas that fuck with me, you gonna be like, oh, all right, maybe we should sit this out. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Tuning in from Bahamas, first time. What's good? What's good, B? What's good, Irvin? You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. That's all I ask. If you don't want to donate, and like I saw that by the poll, then, you know, just give people in here that do have a spendable income. I understand. Some of y'all just ain't got it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And if you somebody to say what's up to me one time and don't hit the like button or can't hit the cash app, that's gonna be the one interaction we have. You can subscribe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing that no more. It's Christmas time right now. It's the holidays. I ain't got time to be fucking around with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna do a piece for y'all today, like I said. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all would have enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Because it would update y'all on another story outside this whole Diddy shit. The Diddy shit getting boring now. I'll talk about that in a minute too, but Diddy shit getting boring. Like niggas is like, yo, we got a video, audio, da 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 da. I said, I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that. It's like, not to be funny, it's like black people are predictable. I'm sorry. They really are. Like your behavior has become predictable. Like, and not everybody, but a lot of African Americans, your behavior is predictable. Anyway, back to this bitch. I kind of want to hit it. I really do, but I'm scared. But anyway, Shorty with TT, um, she exclusively throughout the history of her channel has never done anything but going after men of color. And I noticed that seems to be a temperament with a lot of these female vloggers. They only do nothing but go after men of color. They won't even mention a woman of color for nothing. They won't say anything that she's done wrong. They won't say anything in society that she's missed off on or whatever, whatever. We got bitches out here that's 60 years old talking about what type of man they want. Huh? We got bitches with fat pockets in their neck talking about what type of man they want. But you couldn't even keep a nigga that was a dignitary. You understand what I'm saying? Your sister running around here with shirts cut with the stomach out on stage with another hoe. Talking about we's pregnant. And then they couldn't even get the DNA of a black man. They went and got the DNA of a white man to have the baby. Goes to show you how much they care about you. And these niggas sitting around here, oh, the sisters. Every time I see that nigga Umar Johnson, what's his name? Umar Johnson, I'll be like, just sit your dumb ass down. Don't you see what's going on out here? These bitches hate you, nigga. These bitches hate you. Vivica Fox out here. Tell my type of, you big pie-faced motherfucker. And a lot of, listen, Ahmad, trust me, the next 10 years, you're going to start seeing a lot of these hoes get motherfucking tapped out because ain't nobody going to want them no more. Even black women nowadays, I hate to say it like this, they have so much of a temperament of hate. It's kind of, have y'all noticed this? You know how they used to talk about white women and say white women have flat butts and they look kind of frumpy and they always look mean and mad or whatever. Look at black women in 2024, 25. That's what I'm saying to you. This really look at some of the head talkers nowadays. And you'll notice these bitches are boring as fuck. Like their diatribes are all superficial and in the title. And I'm like, the last time I checked, white women are still in high demand or the highest demand. Like, what is this? Is this a selective outrage towards men of color? Because you can't have this conversation in a white household. You can't walk into a white household and talk about, yeah, the black woman's queen and she's beautiful and a blah, 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 blah. Even people that look similar to white Americans don't even have them conversations. I'm going to Mexico to find me a fox. I hear that. You understand what I'm saying? But my point is it's become so obnoxious and the energy is only pointed at two people, it seems, black men and white men. They lust after a white man, but at the same time, they hate their own men. And some of these bitches got sons by black men, which is also fucking disturbing as fuck to me. It really is. It's like, that's a deep psychosis right there. You hate and get online. That's what I was talking about them bitches that was over there with strawberry shortcake Storm and Rowe. And that ugly half a man looking bitch you be over there with. That bitch look like a man. I don't care what nobody say. That chick was on there advocating for the eradication and use of eugenics, inclusive and specifically and exclusively black male babies, right? This is a fact. She got kicked off of YouTube for this shit. Yet alone, she's got followers and subscribers that support her that have sons. Something is wrong. And she was backed by a man that brought her back to YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? One Storm McHoho. Fuck that nigga. I swear to God, and I can't say that shit on here, but he already know what time it is. Like I said, I'm gonna deal with you last, nigga. Like, please believe that. You know what I'm saying? We get to him last. You understand what I'm saying? Some niggas need special attention. Some niggas need immediate attention. He's the nigga that needs special attention. You know what I'm saying? But when it's said and done, you gonna remember me, nigga. You gonna wish you never mentioned my motherfucking name. And Huggy, you tell him. Don't worry about me. But first thing gonna come to mind is me. And I'm gonna make sure of it. Now, like I was saying, because like I said, it'd be a whole lot of gang shit going on in the background. That's why I started being quiet a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be on here trying to see what they can pick out, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know how niggas get down. My ex-wife was a train wreck. I'm glad my woman is all natural, polite, and intelligent, respects, acknowledgement. It's a rare thing, though. Yeah, it is nowadays, man. But most of these women out here, they don't, Ahmad. They don't. And you can hear it in their diatribe. These women talk, but make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the cash app. Support the channel. Most of these women, in my opinion, when it comes to dating or when it comes to TT or when it comes to other female vloggers, most of these women are misandrous. That means the hatred of men and misandry in its fullest form. Most of these women, they have some type of prerequisite or high or they don't hate men of color or whatever. And the few that you do have left, they're outnumbered by the ones that don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's chicks out here that's trying, like the Crimson, what's her name? Crimson Cure. What's homegirl's name? Danica. There's a whole bunch of chicks out here to be trying to do their due diligence for the bros. They really do. They be like, yo, and stay away from this type of chick. The problem is them chicks that don't be in procreating age. You understand what I'm saying? They don't be in procreation age. These chicks, they be like 55 something, 60 something. Of course you got some sense. Where was you at when these young hoes was coming up? Now the thotties got them. That's all they listen to is thought talk. You understand what I'm saying? Thought talk rules everything. You don't see it? Like, I don't know how niggas be online every day. Like, listen, man, Ahmad L been here with me a long time. I was one of the first niggas that turned it up here on YouTube. That's a fact. You understand what I'm saying? When I told a nigga I eat by the name of pork chop, what could happen? You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to segue to that nigga right now because this is what Ahmad L was talking about. The reason I segue into that conversation with this sucker bitch ass nigga, you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to keep calling you that because, whole nigga, you can't run it back with me. I'm going to tell you why you can't run it back with me. Because I gave a whole nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit the like button. They ain't gonna do that. Most of these niggas are spectators. They came over here to see what they. I got a couple of niggas of mine that this subscribe to me because they want to see what they can get. So I also make sure that I cut certain spaces so they can't connect shit because they like to steal shit. Nigga, I know you ain't coming here and tell me how the fuck to talk on my podcast. Go fuck your mother. Don't you ever come in my podcast tell me how the fuck to talk. Go fuck your mother. All right? For real. Go fuck your mother, you bitch. Anyway, long story short, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Every now and then, you got these wacko niggas be coming in here trying to tell you how to talk, how to speak. On it. Nigga, go fucking start your own page. Anyway, listen, it always be them losing niggas. Anyway, long story short, you know what I mean? Jaguar Wright, let me tell you how this all went back. So Jaguar Wright, at one time, she was on this, she used to fuck with this one fat nigga. And whatever. She used to fuck with this nigga and do interviews with the suck ass nigga, whatever. For me, the suck ass nigga just came out the back, out of the woodwork. I had never seen this punk motherfucker before. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, I was just like, oh, all right, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I mean? And so when I heard the nigga talking and shit like that or whatever, I was listening to him and I was like, yo, what the fuck's up with this nigga? You know what I'm saying? So he did an interview with Jaguar one time, and this is what started it off. He did an interview with Jaguar one time, and me and Jaguar had some interaction on another channel. This is what I mean by this creep ball ass nigga. He goes to people's channels. Like some of us will go to people's podcasts or we'll go to people's shit and we won't interact with the chat. I done that a million times. I just listen, see what niggas is talking about. That's it, and I keep it moving. I don't interrupt people's chats. I'm not flagging people. I'm not trying to flag people's comments. I don't do none of that corny shit. You know what I'm saying? But because I could have been and got some of y'all niggas if that was the case. But like I don't do that. You feel me? So, I expect the same in return. All right, don't do that to my shit either. You know what I'm saying? But certain niggas is how they get down. So I ain't got not one, but two, but three, but four, maybe five podcasts. And all of them I put them on hold. That's making me a different nigga too. Put the bitches on private. But in those podcasts, I played these video clips of this nigga not only talking shit about me, telling niggas, this nigga done told all kinds of shit, told niggas I was smoking on his podcast, his little underground podcast. He likes to go underground behind the paywalls. That's why he talks his real shit. And so you'll get two different personalities. You got one personality where he'll be online and be like, hi everybody, da, da, da. And then when he in his motherfucking little paywall, he a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I told the nigga what time it was the first time I seen it. I meant that too, nigga, straight heady. You know what I mean? You heard? Straight heady. So like, I'm sitting there and I'm listening because that's where he done worked his way up to. You understand what I'm saying? So don't think I'm picking on this punk ass nigga because I still don't like this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So don't expect this to be a rant where I go off on Jaguar. No. Jaguar was there to do her interview. Jaguar didn't even mention me. This nigga waited to the end of the interview to bring me up because he wanted to throw some hype. He's a drama queen. This is a man that's 37 years old, I'm there, and all here telling people old. Nigga, you old. You about 3 years from 40. What the fuck is you talking about? You ain't no spring chicken. Like this nigga be, there's a litany of different podcasters that be in their late 30s, early to mid 40s, and be running around here trying to act like they 17 years old and don't look it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you look like you a young nigga or whatever. This nigga look like an old nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, there's no competition with me and you as far as look, style, dress, nothing. You know what I mean? And so me and the nigga, we went back and forth a couple times. He made a couple podcasts about me. I made a couple podcasts about him. I gave the nigga the nickname Pork Chop, and then it's stuck since. And that's another thing too. Them whole fucking nickname things that they do, that come from me. Like these niggas that swagger jack me so much. Like I started the nickname shit. I called Jaguar Right Huggy Pampers at first. You know what I'm saying? Her ass was in here the other day. I said, bitch, you gonna always keep that nickname. Much shit you talked about me, but we ain't beefing. You know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for here? I salute her too for not playing the role of talking about this shit. She said, I'm gonna wait till Davin Lewis say something. As far as Patrice go, I appreciate Patrice. I haven't seen Patrice in my chat room, nor have I talked to Patrice in a long time. But that wasn't the first time she had told that nigga what she had told him the other night at Model. That was actually the third time that she had told that nigga that. It was on his podcast she had told him that. The first time he tried to shrug it off or whatever. And I gotta be quite honest with Huggy on this one. I kind of believe it, bitch, because I'm gonna tell you why. All right? And I ain't mad at you, but I kind of believe it, bitch. Because the pure simple fact, you know what I'm saying? She know how we talk. She from Philly. I kind of believe it, bitch, because I'm gonna say this why. At that time, me and you was going back and forth or whatever. So I can believe that you would, you know what I'm saying? You would say some shit or whatever. It's all right. It ain't for that nigga to talk about. That's the point. Me and Jaguar Wright is the only two motherfuckers in the conversation that went through the music industry. All these other people y'all listening to, whether it be TT, whether it be the nigga with the crown on his head. I heard shit you was talking about. You was talking big shit about Puff the other night. You ain't never been around Puff, nigga. The big nigga, Pork Chop, always sitting around in your uncle basement talking about some superstar nigga. This nigga barely leave the house. Pork Chop, aka Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, my nigga Bigfoot. He ignored OG Patrice because he doesn't like the truth. He doesn't like the truth, and his modus operandi is to keep beef going. You understand what I'm saying? And that little shorty that you had over there that you trying to, like, nigga, stop. Like, he really trying to pump his little shorty over there. I've been seeing her being involved in a couple of things she wasn't supposed to be involved in. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what the fuck this nigga is talking about, but you getting the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Anyway, I don't like your last name. This nigga talking about his name is Tyler Colt. You can get the fuck out of here. it's like all these players and actives in a business they never been in before in a day in their fucking life, but sitting up here talking about the key players in the game that they ain't never been around. That shit don't make sense to me. And these niggas is out here making money off of it, making plays off of it. Did I play this for y'all? Let me play something for y'all. And I'm gonna prove my point here. All right. And this ain't trying to diss nobody. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas, they just, they do what they supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? they gon' they gonna be them regardless. I can't control everything. I be trying to tell y'all sometimes I can't control everything. Some people just gonna feel the way they feel and they gonna express the way they feel. And like, you can't get mad at me. Let me let y'all hear something real quick, show y'all how deep this shit go when it comes to this internet shit. Because what's happening now is drama and selling drama is the big point. He ignored OG. Yep. Selling drama is the big points now, whatever. So I'm not mad at OG Patrice at all because OG Patrice nailed me down from the get-go. OG Patrice originally was supposed to link it up, and that's the truth what she said. She was supposed to link it up because I was originally supporting Jaguar, right? You know what I'm saying? And OG Patrice, she was supposed to link it up, and it just never happened. And then when we finally did meet, I was coming in. It was on some love shit. I was like, no, look, bitch, this is how they gonna do you. You understand? Like they gonna move like this. And damn sure, if she take from that podcast I was at, because I'm cool with them fellas now. I actually like them. You know what I'm saying? Like generally like them niggas. Like I could go get a drink with them niggas and you know what I'm saying, chop it up. But at that time, you know what I'm saying? We had an interaction. Them niggas had a different temperament. But at the time we had got introduced on this podcast and it was virtually. So I had tapped in or whatever. I ain't like some shit Huggy was saying at the time. So I tapped in and I was like, yo, bitch, you can say what you're saying. Just don't say it in the right places. Like don't say it here online. Cause you know what I'm saying? These niggas, like the moment they think you saying something wrong or offy, they gonna come at your neck. What happened? For a straight year, she was fighting because them niggas came at her neck. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally months after I said, like 2 months, maybe 3 months after that, the exact same shit that I said came true. They came at her neck. And I watched her spend a whole entire year fighting niggas off. I watched her do a podcast one time when she did, because they did the same shit to me. I watched her do a podcast one time for about 6 hours, and not one person donated to her. And I said, yeah, now I see it. These niggas purposely do this shit. So that nigga Pork Chop, he done had about no less than 6 or 7 lives about me, feeding disinformation to his audience about a nigga he never met that live on a totally different coast than him. You understand what I'm saying? I had never hung out with this nigga. I don't know this nigga. I never talked to this nigga. To this day, I still haven't talked to this nigga. But the reason I don't like this nigga, because he kept going on. He kept trying to, and then he'll start making up lies on you after a minute. When he run out of like information that's kind of plausible, what he'll do is just start making up shit on you. So this nigga made up talking about allegedly I worked at Bad Boy. I mean, nigga, there's videos on my page with my Bad Boy brothers. I didn't show picture after picture after picture after picture after picture with my Bad Boy brothers. But he fed to his audience that I never was with Bad Boy and all this shit. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is a content creator, nigga. You got the wrong nigga right here, and go fuck yourself, you bitch asshole nigga. Ain't no motherfucking shit over here like that. Niggas want to come on. I don't like niggas like that. Niggas want to come on. Let me finish. So anyway, the nigga turned around or whatever, kept on dealing out all this bullshit ass smog campaign on me, and I'm like, so you were able to convince this feminine acting man was able to convince a whole batch of bitches more than a masculine man could. And that's why I started finding these differences too. You got to watch with these feminine men. And I'm not talking about this exclusively men in the LGBTQ community either. Because some of them dudes, they do a good job on here vlogging. No. There's a batch of men on here. And some of them I feel they be pretending they part of that LGBTQ movement over there as a hustle. Y'all be on the lookout for that shit too. Because I heard word that there's a certain nigga that be online on here that be pretending like he gay. He ain't actually gay. And the reason he keep that gay shit up is because of pure simple fact it bring money in for him. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm gonna hold that in my trigger though. I'm gonna hold that in the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let that one off, but that's what I'm feeling. Anyway, Nigga be on here and they'll get to talking about people, spill lies about them, spill whatever they want to, and then the people that they talking about can't even come to defend themselves. I ain't never been on that man's show to defend myself, but if I did, I would eat him like his whole show would be over because niggas would be like, yo, this nigga is Chuck. This nigga just disproved him on everything. But there's a lot of these Chuck ass niggas that's out here to do this type of arraignment that he do. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, pork chop. You know what I'm saying? Pork chop with the glasses. You know what I'm talking about, pork chop. Everybody know him as pork chop by this point. That's pork chop. You know what I'm saying? So my man pork chop that lived with his uncle. I ain't gonna say that nigga's name. The nigga get off when you say his name. I'm not saying that nigga's name. I don't want none of y'all go over there and check that bullshit out. That slow talking, non-experienced, accomplished ass. I don't even know why a nigga over there listening to this nigga. I'm like, this nigga has never been in the music industry a day in his life. This is like a lonely, depressed man that has no options, that sits in his uncle's basement and does lives about people, talking about, I just dreamed of having a YouTube career. The nigga makes money and still won't move out of his uncle's house. Nigga been there for 5 years. Nigga, if you been in your uncle's house for 5 years, you still ain't moved out, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you shouldn't be talking about nobody. 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 And he got a gambling problem. And this is how Black America do you. The bitches is over there with him, still donating to him, and know the nigga got a gambling problem. I can't hold you. That's why I said I don't depend on, like, you see right now I've been live, the only person that supported my channel is Amar L. That's why I won't even be doing the thing I had in mind today. I said, let me get up early, see these niggas support me. Okay, Iggy, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. But other than that, I'll save that money. That money will go towards my Christmas shit. I ain't going nowhere for y'all. For real. Because I don't understand how niggas, like this nigga sits around in his bedroom, gossips about people all day, claims he's got the scoop on shit or whatever. We ain't that, but he steals people's words. Like he got people over his chat room screaming the word regurgitated now. Nigga, I said that on my podcast. Ahmad L was here. I'm the one that was using the words regurgitated. He'll grab whatever you have on your podcast that he likes and then regurgitate it on his page. That's exactly what you doing, nigga. You regurgitate shit. And he'll regurgitate it most of the time incorrect. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll just be like, yo, this nigga is all flake, nigga. Like, I don't fuck with niggas like this, you know, but, you know, in particular. So the nigga went on these campaigns or whatever, told people regurgitated is not a common word used in the context of the way I'm using it. So it sounds like you a supporter of that nigga. See, I can't stand when we get niggas like you in here because niggas like you, y'all serve a purpose. Fuck nigga shit. So let me put in an example, right? We're talking about in the context of the way I said. I'm not too phone savvy. You just go to Cash App right there, see where it says $STRINGERBELLA0. Just go to Cash App, and that's my Cash App handle right there. And you can just follow it from there. I'm gonna set up a little GoFundMe thing too for my Christmas shit. I ain't had a good Christmas in like 4 years, literally. Like my past, like 2 years out of the past 4 years for me was like readjusting myself. Like I'm gonna tell that story in a little bit. I don't know who you're talking about. I just scrolled through. Oh, I'm talking about pork chop. That's all. But I don't like when motherfuckers try to say that's a common word. No, it's not a common word. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. How many followers you got, first of all? Let me see if you even understand the conversation I'm having. You've been here for 12 years, you got 1 subscriber. I don't think you understand the contents of the conversation, so I'm gonna tell you. There are certain podcasters out here that what they do is they go and listen to other podcasters, right? And what they do is they grab little parts and pieces of that personality's persona, and then they regurgitate that persona or the words that they said, language points or whatever, and present it to their crowd as if it's their own. If you're familiar with also the common word of plagiarism, it's also derivative of that in a different manner, in my personal opinion. So a motherfucker will go over here and they'll take your words, your language points, your thoughts or whatever, and regurgitate it as their own. Many of urban podcasters seem to be involved in this type of discretion nowadays, without discretion nowadays in this behavior. And it's kind of disturbing because to me personally, it seems like a group of people that have mental problems. You understand what I'm saying? If you are in fact stealing somebody else's language points and projecting them to your crowd as if they're yours, there's something wrong with you. And that's what this boy used to do a lot. A lot. There's other podcasters that called this nigga out for. So the other day when he used the word regurgitated, you have to keep in mind before you start speaking the pure simple fact I've been listening to this motherfucker for well over 2 years. This nigga ain't never used that word. So that's how I know he be having his pump pussy ass over here. You understand what I'm saying? And you, I don't trust you because you seem like you somebody to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? Because the first thing you said was regurgitated is a common word. Get your common ass the fuck up out of here, you slow motherfucker. Don't ever have no slow niggas frequenting your channel or niggas that want to. And there be niggas on here that want to act like they like the type of motherfuckers I don't like are the people that come in here and it's like, okay, I know what you're saying makes sense. I know what you're saying is real, but I just want to challenge you because you're the same color as me. Those are niggas that back in the day they belonged in the field. You understand what I'm saying? They belonged in the field. Niggas like that belonged in the field. You ain't trying to escape with us. I ain't talking about being in the house either. I'm talking about you ain't trying to escape with us. You ain't trying to run from Candyland, nigga. Instead, you trying to be part of Candyland. And that's what you got to understand. A lot of these motherfuckers that be sitting up here and they be talking about the destruction and the devastation of the music industry and laughing at niggas and all this shit and Hollywood's coming down. These motherfuckers couldn't help you if they wanted to. So after everything come down and all the people of color that are involved in those industries and went to college for years in those industries or whatever, how are you going to help them out with jobs? See how 20 niggas just jumped out of here when I said that? See how 20 niggas jumped out of here when I said that? See how 20 niggas jumped out of here when I said that? If you trying to destroy these industry, then who the fuck's going to hire the black people and get them lucrative based off the fact that you wouldn't even help them? I said that right there. 20 niggas jumped out of here. I'm trying to tell you, these niggas live in delusion, G. Listen, I'm going to take me a quick little break. I think I deserve that. We are now at the 2 hour and 15-minute mark. Y'all can sit here and wait. Like I said, I'm going to smoke me a cigarette and some more shit. I think I deserve that. Give me something to drink. I've been here for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I'm going to continue the show, and I'm going to ask you guys and advise you guys to make sure you donate while I'm going or whatever. Hopefully you'll return back. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way up out of here if you don't feel like waiting or whatever the case may be. But at the 2 hour mark and nothing but two of my whistle names are donated or whatever, I think I could do that. But we're going to continue the show because I got more to talk about. So make sure y'all stay here with me. I'm going to be back. We're going to go for a little bit. And maybe at the end of the day, if I see like $300 out of my Cash App today, I'll follow up the story of wonders of intrigue. And I think a lot of people want to talk about what I covered the other day in person, mind you. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas sitting in their bedroom like pork chopping other niggas. But let me just finish this off. Heard Diddy done you. We got a homosexual man in here, y'all. Shout out to Mark Love. Mark Love likes to talk to boys early in the morning at 8:30 in the morning. Mark Love. See, this is the thing, my boy. You've been on here for 7 months and no subscribers. Let's take out Mark Love real quick. Mark Love, if that's your real profile, probably a fake profile. If you a man in here in another man's profile, throwing sexual innuendos at 8:30 in the morning, that means you ain't got a girl. That means you probably like boys. That means you probably looking for a date, ain't you, Mark? Mark, I ain't interested, all right? Take care, my boy. Take care. And you're here looking for a boyfriend at 8. Nah, nigga, if you in here, you talking to a nigga at 8:30 in the morning, something wrong with you. If you talking in that motherfucker, what's the name? I'm here, bro, trying to catch up on this car. Okay, we talking about a nigga named Pork Chopper Jaguar Wright. And what we talking about with Jaguar Wright was the other night I was mentioned on Pork Chop's podcast, but in a good light by a particular woman that I don't have any problem with, OG Patrice. Yeah, I got rid of that nigga. OG Patrice. Shout out to her. I've never had no problem with OG Patrice. I'm glad she brought it up. She said, I never heard him say anything bad about nobody. If I do say something about you, I say it right on my channel. I ain't got to go behind no paywall. Now, I want you to know I said it. That's the difference, nigga. This is New York. I want you. Who in here from the tri-state or down to Philly up to Boston? You know what I'm talking? Nigga, I want you to know it was me. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, I want you to know it was me. Like, you know what I mean? So this nigga Pork Chop, he went around on a tirade, and like honestly and truthfully, Jaguar Wright got a point. The nigga tried to take me down, he tried to take her down. He gonna hear me say this, do a whole fucking podcast about it. But Jaguar Wright, I watched the whole video. I watched her clip, and then I watched his clip, and then I watched the one she did earlier today. This is the funny part about it. I ain't hear Jaguar mention me. So she played it like I thought she would play. Good job, Taurus. That's the way I did it too. The nigga went around literally and told dozens upon dozens upon dozens of people that I was this, I was that, I was this, and he did it in a private room, so I wasn't able to defend myself. It wasn't like this nigga called me over here and said, "Yo, da da da," and more or less, nigga, why the fuck do I need to talk to you for? You are nobody. Like this is another one of these like confused motherfuckers that think because they got a couple thousand of followers or whatever, they have some type of power or some shit like that. And it's like it's really a trick. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all never hear me say, "Yo, I got these many followers and I'll get you and I'll do." I don't never say that shit. I don't never send my followers to people's pages or nothing like that. If I want you, I'll come get you my goddamn self. I've always been like that. So like for me, yeah, because I got crew after crew. I got niggas that you do not want to deal with. Trust me. And if you just seen a sample of the niggas I be with on here, they're not gonna be on here hooping and hollering with me or whatever. They're just gonna dun you and get you out the fuck out the way. They're not gonna talk about, "Yo, we gonna do this to you, whatever. I'm the nigga to do that. I'm the nigga to do that. Anybody that know that. In person, I'm talking about the people that know me in real life. Y'all know that. I'm the nigga to do that. Them niggas the ones gonna do it to you. You know what I'm saying? So keep on talking that hot shit. Go ahead. I implore you to. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is watching, boy. Trust me. A lot of niggas out here saying a lot of silly shit online for a couple views and clicks. And that shit really gonna put you in a situation. You know what I mean? But anyway, Duke, he was talking shit about me. He was talking shit about Jaguar Wright. Talking about this, that, and other third. Yes, you have set up on your channel several times to say you hope Jaguar will end up in jail. She can go to hell. Her boyfriends are going to live. I mean, he ain't talk. Like, this is a dude. And, like, even when I was beefing with Jag, I would make fun of Jag, crack jokes at Jag, but I ain't never say no shit like, "Yo, I hope that bitch go to jail." In fact, I said the total opposite, like 3, 4 times. I was like, "Yo, I hope she don't go to jail." When you talk about somebody and not giving them a chance to defend themselves, usually means they're lying. Yeah, and that's what she pointed out about the nigga. And I gotta keep it in content with that because the nigga did me dirty. So still to this day, because of the bitches he fed that to, then appreciate it. The chicks that he said that to in his little chat rooms or whatever, they resonate with that, and then they go and they spread it more. Like I'm trying to tell you, if you like a feminine type of blog or whatever, these feminine niggas have a lot of control over these chicks. Cause I don't know, like, don't take this the wrong way, but I truthfully and honestly believe Black American women and Latin American women are so sensitive, maybe just women in general, but so sensitive nowadays that particularly with Black and Latin women, they don't even want to listen to their own men, even when it's in a benefit to help them. They want to listen to white men or white culture, whatever, because in their mind, that's what they've been spoiled with. A bitch been sitting back looking at My Little Pony and the Pleasure Princess and all this shit all her life. You know what I'm saying? She really believed that shit. Some of the goofy chicks anyway. The chicks that have been opposite of that, they don't believe that. But right now, we got a generation of bitches that didn't grow up on nothing but love and hip hop and shit. You understand what I'm saying? These hoes know basketball wives. They don't know nothing about like fucking real ambitions. The only thing they know to do is set themselves up so they can get chose to have a baby and milk out the fucking child support from there and live a lavish lifestyle based on a baby they had. You know, the aspirations nowadays is for a girl to be 18 years old and jump on motherfucking what's that shit? OnlyFans and make $1 million. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, this nigga's a real goofy nigga. So like he did a lot of fucked up shit. And like you can't walk it back now, my nigga. Like it was no reason for this nigga ever to mention me. And I said, like in real life, if you would have mentioned me like that, my nigga, like you wouldn't have, like for real, I would have slit yo, like for real, I would have done you dirty. Like I'm not even gonna hold you, like poke, nigga. Like I don't like this nigga because this nigga's a nerd. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is a nerd. There, like as soon as you look at him, there's no doubt about it. He is a nerd. And he sits on the internet like a nerd trying to talk tough. I ain't yet to see this nigga be in somebody's face for real, ready to handle some business. You understand what I'm saying? I invited the nigga to it 4 or 5 times. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga start talking about his uncle and shit like that. Nigga, you gonna need your uncle. Never mind. Anyway, listen. Because I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into dissing him and his family and all that shit. But the point is, this nigga's been an orchestrator of a lot of bullshit here online. And now he got that little girl over there that she's so slow, she don't even get it. I'm Louisiana. Shorty, fall back with that shit. That shit do not pop in the tri-state or nowhere else outside of out there. I've been out there. I got dummies out there. Like, trust me, like it can, and bitches too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it can get different. You know what I'm saying? Even niggas don't even realize. I'll be like, yo, I know more niggas in your area than where you grew up at. Like, that should be funny to me. Nah, dog, he a dweeb. Don't respect the nerds like that. Yeah, the nigga is a weirdo. And so, like, if you really watch his behavior, you'll start to get contention that this nigga is like a mastermind troll. Like, he's done, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 different lives about Jaguar, right? In his little private spaces. He's done at least about 7 or 8 on me. You understand what I'm saying? Telling everybody, don't donate to me. He told niggas I was homeless. Nigga, I'm in my crib right now. What the fuck is you talking about? This is my 4th lease I done signed now. Like, the nigga told niggas I had no money. I said, well, nigga, how the fuck am I going on all these trips on a day-to-day basis and I don't live in New York? That don't make sense. Then he told niggas my content was weak. Nigga, I be covering motherfucking concerts, trials. I done covered all the Diddy hearings. Like, what are you talking about? And so what it really is like a lot of niggas that are like him, and in that space of like kind of like the feminine, you know what I'm saying? Feminine, what's the name? Feminine, kind of like feminine vloggers or whatever. The thing about them niggas is they have to rely on like 7th grade and 8th grade tactics to actually resonate with people. And that says a lot about the niggas that's watching them. So if you a grown ass motherfucker, you over 25, 35 years old, and like your whole resolve of what grabs you in the conversation is a motherfucker making you go key, and key. That goes show you the background niggas come from. And in 2025, I think I need to stop listening to these key niggas. These key niggas is played out now. Trump about to come in office. And once he come into office, you're going to really see these key niggas. They survive purely and simply off this woke generation right now. You understand what I'm saying? That woke shit coming to an end. You understand? In my prediction, the next 3 elections, there will never be another Democratic president. I can guarantee you that. The next 3 generations, I guarantee you that. You understand? So yeah, it is what it is. But him, it was another podcaster, him and his little troop did the same thing. These are black men that were literally sabotaging other black men online, but at the same time want to sit back and be like, yeah, when the black people this and the black people that. No, you anti-black, nigga. And like, if you really get into the facts of it, you'll understand. A nigga that's night after night after night, I don't care if it's a black woman or a black man. If you night after night after night after night after night, you got a podcast and you talking derogatory about your own people online on a white platform for other people to see, niggas, you think you impressing people, but what niggas is really looking at is like, oh, this nigga weak. This nigga weak. You understand what I'm saying? This nigga weak. And that's all he go after. Very rarely this nigga ever have he talks about anybody white. And you'll find most of these T bloggers, very rarely do they talk about anybody white. So like when he tried to, him and an old chick that, shorty, you need to just get the fuck out the conversation respectfully. Like, listen, I've been involved in this conversation for 4 going on 5 years with Jaguar, right? That's how far we go back with it. You understand what I'm saying? Even King Payne got a right to be in the conversation. But you, shorty, I don't know where the fuck you came from, but honestly and truthfully, I don't think you belong in the conversation at all. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you be better off being a spectator. Sometimes it's better just to be a spectator. I ain't trying to shit on you. You know what I'm saying? You like lumpy cute. You know what I'm saying? You lumpy cute. But like seriously, like get your ass the fuck up out the conversation. You don't belong in this conversation. Spike T told us about these ninjas. You already know what I'm talking about. He said Spike Lee already told us, Bamboozled. Exactly. That's a perfect movie to watch. If y'all understand what I'm talking about, watch the movie Bamboozled by Spike Lee. That's a perfect point. I forgot about that. Facts. Wack 100, other niggas like him is trash. Now, listen, this is the only thing about Wack 100. I gotta play this about Wack 100. I gotta play this about Back 100, and then after this, I'm gonna go have me a cigarette. I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'm gonna come back with you guys and continue the conversation. In the meantime, make sure that y'all pay attention to the Cash App right down below, $STRINGERBELL80. I got tens of thousands of followers. There's no reason why we shouldn't see $300 in that Cash App. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all do that. Y'all give me up to $300 a day, and I guarantee you, I'm gonna take y'all on a little trip that y'all gonna enjoy. And I do real journalism over this motherfucker, not bedroom journalism. I want to play something for y'all because I think y'all would find this interesting. This is where Wack 100 and the big homie CC and some revelations that came under mine. This is brought to you by Getty Radio Show. Make sure y'all go check them out. They still on the come up. You know what I'm saying? And somebody has sent this link to me. You know what I'm saying? They said, yo, check this out right here. And I said, all right, I'm gonna check it out. You know what I mean? And you know, this dude that they talking to, he said a couple things about Puff or whatever. I really ain't pay attention to him, because and I'm reiterating, I think that's what Wack got it from. I don't know, but but on some real shit, I tapped into two bodyguards that I know that really works for Puff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Breeze, what up? You know what I'm saying? Once Breeze, they hit me back, and niggas that know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I say that name right there, the only nigga gonna know who I'm talking about is Barnes. So if you need clarification, just hit Barnes. He gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? What up, New Haven? So it was funny because Barnes ain't have nothing to say. I mean, excuse me, not Barnes. Son ain't had nothing to say. He ain't had nothing to say. And then another nigga I asked about you, they ain't had nothing to say either. And I came on here 2 times and said that. So I said, well, it seemed like to me he was a temporary guard. And the only thing I could say about him at the time was, well, nigga, I was around for 17 years at the company and I never saw you. I never saw you. I saw Big Midwest Gene Dill come through the office like 2-3 times. He came through, I think he came through one time with K Slay. And that's what K Slay was getting ready to put out the album, or he was doing something. But K Slay, he had been putting out albums and shit like that for a minute. So I remember seeing Big Midwest. That's how I know how big that nigga is. And then it was another time that I'm trying to think. That's it. Everybody else, everybody like Chrome and all them, we all know Barnes. Know what I'm saying? I used to be going to Barnes parties you used to be having back in the day and shit like that. Niggas don't know. Shout out to the Elm. You know what I'm saying? He know what I'm talking about. That's all I gotta be saying. And I know funny ass parties either. Let me clear that up real quick. Like the nigga used to rent out space in popular clubs up in this area and have real joints. Like, and they closed down at the proper time. They were held by the club and shit. Like, don't even start that shit. Roger Barnes just had secret Diddy party. You know what I mean? Like, that's the world we live in with these niggas. You ain't gotta worry about white people spreading bullshit about you. You gotta worry about niggas spreading bullshit. They online talking about people like they sit in the projects on the stoop years ago and talk about people. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, speaking of that, let me play this real quick. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm gonna circle around about Jaguar Wright one last moment, get my little content on that, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna continue to stream because we got more to talk about. Now this interaction is with Wack 100 and big homie CC.
I know his point man. His point man is a very
Once again, shout out to Getty Radio.
Tell me, because I'm going to call. I know everybody. I ain't never seen the nigga, bro.
He right there. He on stage now.
Yo, bro, who you work with, bro? Like, because you hollering the Busta Rhymes shit, and that's my family. I know this nigga, and I know his point man. His point man is a very well-known nigga. I called a homie. I said, pop your name. He didn't know who this. Like, I don't know who was that.
So what's the question y'all asking me right now?
Who you working with, bro? You say a lot of names. So who you working with? Like, who you work with, bro?
I am currently with Iman Chauffeur.
No, prior to. We talking about this urban, the pop rock. The niggas, because you be saying a lot of stories. Them too. We talking about the rappers you be saying this shit about. Who these niggas, because I'm going to call them direct. I know everybody. My homie right here, PK, know everybody.
Right. So I never worked for Busta Rhymes.
You said that though, nigga. You disrespected the homie, bro. Nigga, you said you saw Busta Rhymes doing some funny shit. Now, nigga, that's a brother to me, bro.
Who am I talking to right now?
You talking to Wack, nigga.
I've got one neat trick for solving the border
Hold on a
crisis.
second, one guys. Now, this is that interaction that happened earlier, a few hours ago or whatever. Got a lot of people talking. If they ain't talking already, I'm pretty sure by the end of the day, people will be talking even more. I'm just gonna let it play. Let's continue.
Busta Rhymes was doing funny shit. Now, nigga, that's a brother to me, bro.
Who am I talking to right now?
You talking to Wack, nigga. You said Busta Rhymes was doing some funny shit on your watch. You said it, bro. So don't come on here now talking about you never worked with him, homie. You disrespected that nigga brother to me, and that ain't cool. That nigga got kids, bro. Why would you do that, bro?
I was with Don Benjamin that night, and I said what I said, and I stand for what I said. I saw
You was with who?
Don Benjamin, a model nigga, the light skin with the green eyes.
Bro, what rappers you work with, bro? Cause you been claiming you been around all these rappers and you seen all this shit, bro. You already done got caught blind cause on Cam Capone you talking, you was with busting all this shit. So what rappers you work with, bro? Cause I'm gonna call the niggas direct.
I don't argue and raise my voice with men first and foremost.
What rappers have you worked with?
A lot.
Give us some names.
No, let's just talk about who you want to talk about right now first.
No, nigga. I want to talk about these people you've been slandering their name and lying on. Because don't nobody know you, bro. I've been calling everybody Camp. They don't know you, bro.
Who don't know me?
None of these rappers know you. I done sent your picture out. All the security teams, niggas I've been fucking with 20 plus years, and I'm a problem for niggas security. I come from the bullshit before doing the business. I know these niggas, bro. So, what rappers you work with, bro?
Who do you know me for doing?
What rappers have you worked with? Who?
I've been on tour with Rocky Fresh and the MMG guys.
You been on tour with who?
You know who Rocky Fresh is?
No, hey, look, see, you playing, homie. You be talking about mainstream rappers. Don't come blaming some niggas from North Dakota, nigga.
That point yourself out, bro.
Come on, bro. See, you on some bullshit, bro. Now you naming. You be up there talking about mainstream niggas, bro. We want them.
Have you?
These North Dakota niggas, bro. Don't tell me you work for Flacco, nigga.
I work for Flacco.
Bro, that's what you finna say next. I want to hear these mainstream dudes. You be up there at Cam Capone talking about ain't nobody gonna question me. Nigga, I'm questioning you because you mentioned the wrong nigga that's family to me, and my mans and them don't know you, bro.
Did you watch the interview, my nigga?
Hey, bro, listen.
Answer the question.
So, well, let me ask you something. Because I'm gonna let you know. This is bigger than Cam Capone. This thing got serious. You telling me right now, my brother Busta Rhymes is gay? I want you to tell me that, and we gonna deal with this, bro. You have what you saying, homie?
Deal with it how? What's your number?
Oh, nigga, hey, listen, I'm asking you a question. Are you telling me my brother's... Hey, this is a simple question. Yes or no, and I'm gonna make sure you stand on it in real life. Are you telling me Busta Rhymes is...
Lou, didn't you put me on the phone?
Yes or no? Are you saying Busta Rhymes is... Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you saying that? I want to hear you say that, bro, and we gonna make you stand on that for real.
So tell me where you want me to come stand at, and I'll come stand there right now.
I want you to just say it. All you gotta do is say it.
Where are you at?
Say it.
Where is you at?
I want you to say it now.
Let's link up in person. And we can...
Hey, bro, we can do that too, but I want to hear you say it.
I seen him. Where you at? You saw
right here, bro.
Did you watch the interview?
Bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is that's a brother to me? I know his children, my nigga. I know his children. This ain't no troll shit. Hey, look, bro, I'm asking you a question.
I don't troll. I don't do no trolling. And
Bro, I want to hear you say it. Say it. I want to hear you say it. Just say it. Hey, bro, I promise you we're going to deal with you. I promise you. Just say it. Are you saying, bro, are you saying Busta Rhymes is saying? I want to hear you say that.
Did you watch the interview?
Yo, R&B, get this off my stage.
It's bad work, CC.
Give me 1 second, y'all. You joined 6 years ago and you got no subscribers. And I want to show y'all what I mean, y'all. Y'all must be extremely dumb or young or uneducated to cash app a grown man sitting on the internet babbling nonsense. Enough internet for me today, this scrub dog. You seem high as fuck. No, bitch, it's 8:53 and I've been on here since then. And you seem like you are here. Don't write my name, bitch. You don't know me. Don't write my name, bitch. You don't know me. That's the other thing, too. These weird ass, that must be pork chop. That's pork chop. Never mind. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get rid of pork chop in here. I don't know no Bob boy. I ain't your friend, bitch. I don't know any of that shit. So back to what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I told you they be hard at work, boy. They be hard at work telling people don't donate to nobody. Y'all see that shit, right? So y'all know I ain't making it up. I told you. What's going on, Tanera Campbell? That's black delegation. But they'll be over with their favorite podcasters telling their favorite podcasters, please donate to the person. Please donate to the person. I know one particular motherfucker, before he even started his show, right? This nigga is telling everybody, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, that's the other one. That's the other one. Yeah, he does that shit too. They both two fuck niggas. The other fuck nigga runs around talking about, you better not about nigga, I got enough shit on your punk ass right now to have you taken to jail if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So you ought to be real easy. You know what I mean? Real easy. Guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $ STRINGERBELL80. These niggas be weird, right? So you saw that motherfucker came in here and wrote that shit right there. I took a picture of it. I'm gonna post it later on. That's how these niggas get down. So the same way I was telling y'all, I was like, yo, they don't want me to tell y'all. That's why they get little people to come in here and do shit like that, or they'll come in with their fake profile. A lot of people in the black and Latin space are lying. They're telling people, running all kinds of plays and shit like that. And you got to watch these niggas. They're very convincing. And they'll have you sitting there believing that everything that they're saying is the truth and everything like that. But in reality, a lot of these niggas is lying to you because they know they can get money out of you. And sad enough to say, the black and Latin community nowadays, they ain't very keen to the fact of, hey, you know what? We need to watch this motherfucker right now. He may not be telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? We was sitting here. I just played a little excerpt of Wack 100 and Big Homie CC going at it. I ain't gonna really comment on that. It speaks for itself. Then I prior been talking about some comments that have been made about me on a particular is Jag certified or nah? There goes some other weird ass nigga talking about, did you participate? Oh, that's pork chop back here. Yeah, that's pork chop. I know pork chop. Pork chop got a certain way of writing things. You can automatically tell it's him or one of pork chop's friends. He got a little lovely Miss Jones. Let me see something. All right. Make sure you hit the Cash App and the like button, lovely Miss Jones. I'll be watching you though. Real. Anyway, how can I say it? A lot of these particular podcasts, they be running all kinds of plays, lying on niggas, making up stories, all kinds of shit or whatever, to financially put themselves into place. And as far as Jaguar's concerned, I don't know. You got to talk to Huggy on your own. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak for her. She ain't going to take up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if she was going to take up for me, she knows the things she could do. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, you would tell that nigga Storm take that video of me off his page. There's a video of Storm and Rose page, Anybody go view that video, they automatically got a bad idea about me. She did that on purpose. That was her way of retaliating back then. I ain't never do no video tell niggas don't donate to Huggy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You take away the damage she did over there with pork chop. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I expect that because of pure simple fact the chick got a vajay. And in Black culture, you gotta understand in Black and Latin culture, they hold women above everything. That's their number one weakness. And the same reason why the women feel so unfulfilled. The same reason you feel unfulfilled is the same thing that you take gratitude in, being held at a pedestal. And sooner or later, you're gonna start finding out that don't work too well no more. You understand what I mean? You'll find out on your own, but that don't work too well no more. Because what happens is more and more that the men are worshiping you, like one time they did in Greek culture, you'll start to find out that the civilization itself starts to get weaker. I'll be back to talk in a few minutes. I'm going to take me a little smoke break, get me some coffee. I'm thirsty. If you're here, you're here. That's wonderful. I'll be back in probably like about 15, 20 minutes. Of my L, if you're still here, y'all make sure to come back. We're going to talk about a couple other things or whatever. But I'm not going to go into no detail about that big homie CC shit. Like I said, shit's self-explanatory for itself. Y'all take what y'all want to off of it or whatever. If you come into contention with somebody that says you shouldn't donate or support my channel or whatever the case may be, just know that that's a sucker motherfucker. And they going off somebody else's words. They definitely can't prove me wrong as far as anything is concerned, especially when it comes to this bad boy shit right here. Because like I said, let me just show y'all something real quick before I hop up off of here real quick. Go smoke, have me a cigarette because I deserve one and something to drink. Guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. Unlike the other dudes, I be on my feet, man. I be on my feet. I'm ready to put some more work into y'all, but we got at least like 300 in here. At least 300. I see $300 by the time I'm done. Okay, got you. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and I'm gonna come back and finish everything up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go another like 2 hours with y'all, but I at least need a cigarette. And then if we got like I said, we got damn near a couple dollars in here by the time, let's say 11 o'clock hit, I might make some moves because it's extremely cold outside and I'm not spending my money. You know what I'm saying? But let me show y'all some shit, man. Year after year after year after year. Here we go. Year after year after year after year. It's just been this is shit I was around back then. You know what I'm saying? Like this is all Miami shit. I'm just gonna go through all this shit. I've been around that life my whole entire life, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these niggas that y'all listening to, they ain't never been around and had any of this type of shit going on with them, like where they been around shit like this. Like you put them back at the same year that these pictures were taken, these niggas ain't gonna be doing the same thing that Davin Lewis was doing. They ain't gonna be around the same broads and staring at the same shit Davin Lewis is. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be around the same echoes of things or whatever. You put them back in these same years. So you can't believe a lot of these. That's Puff's OG right there. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe a lot of these dudes because they liars. That's me in front of Puff's OG. Well, in it, actually. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't go leaning up against your bitch. You understand what I'm saying? This is, I forgot whose Bentley that is. That's one of our homies, Bentley. Yeah, you don't go up next to expensive vehicles like that. Is this one? Yeah, this is a King of Diamonds. This is the last time I was with. Yeah, see right there, King of Diamonds. I was looking for these pictures. That's the last time we was with Cass. Time before the last time I was with Cassie, and this is the night that T.I. came home from prison. Remember when T.I. got locked up? This is a bit ago how long it was. And this is when T.I. first came home from prison. They had a welcome home party for T.I. See, Good and for the Greek was there playing there. And that's all of us walking in the door. You ask Cassie herself, she gonna remember this. Always like going through my little pictures or whatever, showing people. I got way more pictures than this, but I always like going through here showing people shit. They don't believe, like, nah, niggas was really living this life, man. You know what I'm saying? Got some more shit. Shout out to Philly and Miami. I don't know if they still down there or not. These pictures were taken in 2011. I think that's what one of them say. 2011 through 2012, something like that. You know what I'm saying? For others, like I said, we was really there with it. We was really there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a fact. You know what I'm saying? This is a fact. This is what we're promoting, Diddy, Dirty Money. I'm sorry, I'm skipping these so quick. I just really want to have a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell niggas we promoted those albums in multiple states: New York, LA, Miami, Texas. We promoted Diddy Dirty Money everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you see the Ciroc joints or whatever. One of these people in this picture, if he was really paying attention, you've seen him recently. That's up to you. I put it this way: you seen him on my channel. You seen that guy too. You know who that is? It's Jockway from Love and Hip Hop. Shout out to Jockway, who's with the MTV cast, the gents, the gentlemen. As I told you, we've been dealing with the from G's to gents. This is Ciroc girls, the real Ciroc girls. We always have pretty chicks around us. You know what I'm saying? We the real deals, dog. When I tell you that, we the real deal. Them other niggas is talking. So you got to tell your man Pork Chop, he got to discredit that right there too. You know what I'm saying? He got to discredit. This nigga said full out. He was like, no, that nigga was never with Bad Boy. I know because my source. Who the fuck is your sources? And the New York City Tri-State, I need to know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these niggas think they going to come. I took care of that shit yesterday, though. You know what I'm saying? So there won't be no more of that. It won't be no more of that. If I can't shut down the whole shit, we just shut down the whole shit. You dig? It was only one vlogger that caught that. But if we can't shut down the whole shit, we just shut down the whole shit. No, ask your man, do he know who this is? You know what I'm saying? We don't do topics over here. You looking for some topics, that means you a hoe nigga. Let's get this hoe nigga out of here. Any nigga, watch out for them niggas that come in and talk about what's the topic. When you get that, that's a hoe nigga. That's a nigga that go from podcast to podcast. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, I'll let you read what the topic is, you hoe ass nigga. You know who that is? If you don't know who that is, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't have been one of Puff's bodyguards. You know who that is? There's only one person know who that is, that's Mons. Other than that, if you don't know who that is, you wasn't Puff security. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna show that one more time because I don't want to get him in trouble. If you don't know who this is, he ain't gonna get no trouble for you. He ain't do nothing. If you don't know who this is right here, and that's my man's right there. If you don't know who that is right there, you wasn't Puff security. Not during that time. Bonds know who that is. Bonds know who that is. Right, Bonds? He see this. Tell him Davin Lewis said that. Bonds know who that is. And that'd be the main nigga you would ask right there. Yo, was niggas on detail? And once I got that what's the name from Shun, I was like, oh, okay. Well, something funny here. You know what I mean? But I ain't here to tell the story. I'm gonna let that man tell his own story. You know, that's what he believed. That's what he believed. This is BET Awards weekend. You know what I'm saying? This is all of us down there. And the same thing, we was promoting Ciroc. So a lot of people probably put it under and like, oh, they was messing with. No, we had us, the Ciroc girls. We were with every major fucking media. That's one of the Ciroc girls. That's why I said, man, I was always around pretty bitches. You know what I'm saying? I've always been around pretty bitches. You understand me? With the Ciroc in hand. You know what I'm saying? These are official Ciroc girls. We ain't not like I've always been around pretty chicks. Video shoots, whatever you have, I've always been around. Like I said, if you don't know that nigga right there, that door scan nigga, you wasn't part of Puff security. Point blank. If you don't know that man, you wasn't part of Puff security. That's his point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna say nothing different. Breezo, what up, boy? You know what I'm saying? This is all Atlanta. I've been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like everywhere. United States, 10 times over. Peachtree, Dunwoody, shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in that area. I think I got a picture of the hotel we stayed at somewhere in here. Yeah. But that's where they went to. Well, I should that's the CNN area, I believe. I think that's what CNN is. Kroger's. That was all over there. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Let me keep scrolling through here. Trying to see what else is in here. Y'all got to excuse me. I can't see what I'm looking at, so I'm just swiping. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to take random pictures sometimes too. All right, that means I got to turn this around. Hold on one second. I got way more than this. Oh, I was going the wrong way. That's what it was. That's all right. We can fix that. I know how to do that. Yeah, I was gonna say there's way more pictures in here. There's like 1,000 pictures in this bitch. Here we go. So this is all the convention center, and this is the CNN part right there. It's a mall actually hooked to that. And what's the name? Yeah, there we go. That's why I was like, why is it going back for? And I understood, you know what I'm saying? That's about why we was sharing, you know what I'm saying? All that. I ain't gotta put too much out there, you know what I'm saying? This is all Atlanta right here. Another one of those states I done been through. We've been through everywhere, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. LA, Miami, I've been through all of them. At least at the very minimum 4 times over. Very minimum 4 times over. Oh, and the whips, they just look crazy out here. The whips is everywhere. The whips should just be looking crazy. That was actually Akon's joint right there. Alpha Romero shit. This is at Compound in Atlanta. DJ Drama. Shout out to DJ Drama. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drama. Like I said, my people, they stop for my pictures. Yeah, you're gonna see. I think you see Short. I think I took something to Short up in here. So shout out to Too Short. I don't know why that keep popping up like that. But anyway, I got more pictures in here. What do I mean Too Short at? I got that picture of me and Too Short up in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got all the whip shot here. I didn't even notice that. That's why I said I don't even be going through these joints, so I don't even know. That's the joint that I forgot what this nigga's name is. He got out of that joint. Another one of the Bentley joints. They got some Porsche, Panorama. Another Bentley. Pretty chicks, you know what I'm saying? Even though she had the number 9 Silky. Nigga Plies. So you know this a minute ago. They was promoting Plies, nigga. Shout out to Plies though down in Florida. Plies fam. It's the line out of Compound. Them bitches be looking sad as shit on that line, boy. They be looking sad. Especially when they tell me it's full of capacity. We can't let no more in. Couple of the bros down there. You know what I'm saying? Came out. Shout out to Atlantic Records. We do a lot of work with them. I think those were the Duct Tape boys. Shout out to Duct Tape. You already know. I ain't gotta do all that. But I ain't even gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gotta do all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, Sean. Yeah, it's like that. So listen, I'm gonna go smoke me a cigarette. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna rap with y'all some more, whatever. In the meantime, for all my real subscribers or whatever that see me moving and grinding or whatever, make sure y'all hit that Cash App or my absence. Make sure y'all hit that like button right now. I'm not tagging off you. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna smoke me a cigarette real quick because I deserve that. You understand? And make sure y'all hit the Cash App, man. Support. We're gonna get some more talk. Sorry, I took off rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to show pictures and shit like that because niggas be like, oh, you running, nigga. I got almost 20 years worth of pictures. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Who am I? My name is Davin Lewis, formerly of Bad Boy Entertainment for over 17 years. I promoted Cole Thomas and many other different artists. Black Rob, Rest His Soul, G Dep, Puff's albums himself. We all had a part in the point in my team and my brothers. You know what I'm saying? And promoting these albums or whatever. So that's what we did. Hey, what's going on, Karen? How you doing? So that's what we did. And I had so many people, you know, I've covered all 4 of them. If you guys want to take the time out to go through my page, especially my live section, and you'll see I've covered all the Puff's hearings and everything like that. Smoking not good. Nice to meet you. I'm not looking for a mom. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime you come in with some shit like that, you got to get up out of here, bitch. I don't know you. I can't stand a bitch like that. Bitch like that, she start with a little small shit like that. Then she start, and I don't think you should do this. I don't think you should do that, bitch. I don't know you. I'm not fucking you. You ain't my girlfriend. I don't need your suggestions. You think I'm doing a good job? Great. I especially don't need no motherfucking instructions from a bitch that ain't donating a dime. So thank you for joining, Karen. I appreciate you. But the other bitch, she had to go. So I tell you that, give you, bitch, I don't know you. I'll be back in like 20, 30 minutes, y'all. Make sure y'all stay here, rock out with me. If not, then I'll catch y'all another time. Okay, good. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, good. Hold on 1 second, guys. I will be back in about 20, 30 seconds. Excuse me, about 20, 30 minutes, y'all. I'm just going to take me a little smoke break or whatever. I don't want to be rude to nobody. Karen, I like you. I will be back, guys. So I'm going to point this on the wall so we can just keep the stream going or whatever, because sometimes it messes up and I don't want it to mess up. So this is going to be pointed on the wall right now, but I'll be back, guys, in a few minutes. All right. Thank you for being so patient. I appreciate it.